Hello, hello, hello. What's going on, guys? Welcome to the stream. Yo, how is my audio sounding as well, by the way? Because everything just broke before I went live again. I swear. Like, switching over to a new PC was like the worst decision ever. I'm going to figure it out eventually, but I've got all my settings set up the same way, but either my audio is just messed up, my audio route's going through the wrong route, or I'm just literally not getting mic coming through. And I do like to have like feedback coming through so I can see how my mic sounds and everything. Well, that just doesn't work. So it's a fun time. It's a fun time. So yeah, your audio sucks. Just kidding. Okay, I was about to be like, no, it might. I might have issues as well. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. I just need a good day where I sit down and just mess with everything, right? Because something's different. Because I lose audio on my streaming PC when OBS is closed, and it shouldn't be doing that. So I've got to figure something out. And yeah, Renegade was noticing last stream that like audio seems a bit blown out on the Elgato for some reason, and I don't know why. Because I've got limiters on it. I've got it dropped down. It's not even entering the red or even the orange on OBS, so it shouldn't be doing, like, it shouldn't be distorting or peaking or anything. So we'll see. We're streaming to Twitch as well, so we'll see if it breaks today. Because yeah, man, I'm not feeling this new ATM suite for OBS, because I'm gonna have to find some old installations, because I just had normal OBS with the ATM plugin before, but now the ATM plugin is like a whole suite for OBS. So it's like Streamlabs OBS, so it kind of like overrides OBS totally, and it looks good and the options are good. But I don't know if I just don't know how to work it, man. I'm having an unk moment or something, you know? So, yeah. But let me get chat up and see what you guys are saying. Yo, Ducklord, welcome to the stream. Jules, welcome to the stream. How's it going? Bloody Fish, welcome to the stream. Alex, Kathy, Enz, yeah. Welcome. Yo, Neo, how is it going, dudes? Flicks, welcome to the stream. Hello, everybody. Stream's going fine for now. Okay, then. Who am I picking out to my 6-star selector? It's probably going to be Helliger. What's going on, Isaac? Welcome. Renegades a boom. I just want to sleep. Yo, Casual, how's it going? What's going on? Not Momo. Welcome. Old people can't handle technology. Just think, I know, yeah. It seems like it. Yeah, I don't know what it is though, because I've got like all my I screenshotted my settings and everything. You know what I mean? So like, I don't know why. It's OBS is one of those things though sometimes. For anybody who's ever streamed or made content, sometimes it's just like, yeah, not today, bro. Nah, you know? Restart your PC. Oh, yeah, alright, cool, yeah, I'll work now, you know? You did need to switch it off and on again. So, it's one of those things, right? Gotta deal with it. This is, like I say, I'm a kind of content creator, right? I care less about getting views than I do about silly little things in my stream that nobody else notices that I notice. Like it irks me. You know, when I notice something, I'm like, okay, I can't settle now until I fix that. And everybody over there going, dude, I don't see it, I don't hear it. And I'm like, well, I do, so it needs fixing. You know? I need to phone with those big numbers, you know? My unemployed ass is waiting for friends before pulling in woo-wah. Okay, you having a little friend group pool session. I like it. Well, good luck on your pools. I hope you get a, well, obviously I'm going to be pulling for Amith, yeah. Hopefully you get it early as well. How is 3.1 as well for the people who are playing? I haven't really looked into it at all, if I'm honest. Yo, what's going on? You're not trying 3.1? People are glazing the story, but I only believed if it's coming from a hyperglazer. I might do, because I must admit, the map and the area looked a lot better than 3.0. So maybe. Just curious where'd you get this loading screen from? Or like the lore behind it? It's literally just AI. It's from Leonardo. I was messing around before, just creating some images, and I was like, ooh, I kind of like that. So then I animated the background, and then was like, you know what? I like that as a starting soon screen. That's it. The actual starting soon is like a little package that I bought before with a bunch of other stream assets and stuff. So I just use that in there now. I'll actually, let me show you quickly. I've got another little one. It's crap, but I'm going to work on it. Because I've lost my outro screen, basically. Using AI art, cancelled and all. To be fair, I've had it for quite a while now. It's, what I did, I created an AI model, and I was like, well, basically, I used it to fuck it over. Well, not fuck over. Basically, if you don't know, Instagram's full of, let's just say people. We won't call them what a lot of other people like to call them, because I don't want to say, but they are. And man, the amount of weirdos that you get through Instagram from doing that, it was just a thing when I was bored one day. So I was like, you know what? Let me create an AI girl on Instagram. You know, it was you know, I was bored one day. I quickly deleted it though, and deleted Instagram, because the inboxes I was getting, I feel bad for women. I actually got to see what it was like to be a woman, you know, an attractive woman in like mid to late 20s. It was like, yeah, nah, enough for me. Let me report these DMs and delete my account. So yeah, maybe I got a few people banned off Instagram. So I suppose it was a good little side quest. You know what I mean? Good little side quest. But, yeah, man, yeah. That's when I started messing around with that stuff. Because I started playing around with that Leonardo. In the end, I just had more fun playing around with the AI stuff. I was like, oh, this is kind of cool, actually. So, yeah. It's a little jarring. 3.1 is pretty good, but it's still a gacha game story, so the standards are low. There isn't much going on in other games, so I might as well, yeah, you know, fair. It's been a crazy 24 hours. It has been kind of crazy. Now, those were scammers. Nah, trust me, some of them were not. They were weird old men. Like, really weird old men. I suppose. I didn't, well, initially I thought it'd be fun to do, like, because people were creating, like, AI Instagrams, right? Obviously, on, like, even in the bio, it said it was an AI character. Some people are gooning so hard. They just go, whoa. Oh my god, let me DM this chick. So yeah. It was, I don't know. I was just, like I say, I was bored one day. I honestly don't know what I did it, to be fair. I kind of regret I did, because, yeah, some of the, DMs were, you know, not pleasant. I'll say that. There's some weird dudes on the internet, but we all know that, right? We all know that. But anyway, guys, got a couple of things to talk about today, which I'm going to move on from after we've spoke about it today, because, you know, I don't care, right? But I think it's worth just mentioning, because last night was crazy. Last night was crazy, actually. I would have got into the call with all the other content creators, but I was chilling with Rosie, and I think I would have been in the doghouse if I'd have decided to go, babe, and I was supposed to be chilling. I'm gonna go downstairs and jump into a call, but like CJ and Box 2 and VXV, and I think Blazion was in there as well. EO jumped in there. There was a bunch of people in and out of there, and like it seemed like everybody assembled yesterday in the gacha space. The entire space came together against Saint Thanos. So it was kind of crazy. Like I say, a lot of people were asking me to join in, because in the end, CJ like reacted to my video, and apparently I think we're all on a list, guys. I think we're all on a list according to Saint, which is kind of fucking funny if you ask me. It's actually kind of funny. So it was kind of a on your left moment, right? That's what happened, and then the Avengers assembled. Everybody turned up and was just like, okay, I've got some beef with this guy because he shit on me at some point. It was actually quite funny. So yeah, that went down yesterday. And man, I feel bad for Captain Cabinets, right? Look, I got dragged by Captain Cabinets, but you guys know me, or I hope you would. I'm the type of person, right? When I say stuff on the internet, it's out there, and I can get dragged for the things I say, because it's fair to get dragged for the things you say. Well, there's a level to it, right? There's no need to go crazy with people, right? But you can call people dumb and they've got bad opinions, because if you're putting your opinion out publicly, I think it's fair to get your opinion criticised, right? totally cool with that. And I'm even at the point where I'm actually cool with people even calling me names, because it really doesn't hurt me. It's whatever, right? I think growing up as a working class British lad, it's like really is water off a duck's back to me. I honestly, you know, even my closest friends have said way worse things than anybody on the internet could ever say to me. So like, I honestly didn't care. The only reason I made the Legions video was because like Legions got called out and then he just like bitched out, and I was just like, oh, that's quite ironic. And it looks like the same thing happened with Saint. But Kat made a video about me, but I've had no intention to go at Kat, really, because she said what she said, right? I know she was quite harsh towards me, which, hey, I'm honestly not offended. But at least, I think Ethan made a video about it as well, actually, I'm not too sure. And even Blazion, but these are people who have had people going at them as well repeatedly, and they've kind of just took it on the chin, and I kind of respect that, right? I honestly do. I respect, if you're going to be out in this space, and you're going to be opinionated, you've got to expect opinions back. I'm not saying you should expect abuse back, of course you shouldn't, but like, it's part and parcel of this space, and I actually do respect people who just take it on the chin and move on. And like Captain Cabinet has, like, you know, she's been getting a lot of shit recently, and I actually felt bad for her yesterday, because live she came to the conclusion that Saint Tontas wasn't actually a friend, and that he just saw her as somewhat of a subordinate and you know, an acquaintance almost, and it was a one-sided friendship, and you know that she needs to bow to all of his demands but never actually empathize with her enough or respect her enough to understand where she's coming from. And you could see with the conversations, he cares more about being right than even his friend. You know what I mean? Like, even trying to salvage a relation, well, so-called friend, salvage a relationship with a so-called friend, he'd rather be right to random people on the internet that it's worth throwing away a friendship with somebody. It was clear looking at it that he doesn't see her as a friend, and it's kind of sad, right? It's sad. Like, even at the end of Saint's stream yesterday, right, he was like watching, he went to ALG's stream and he followed Razor and stuff, and there was even a little human part of me, because I'm a human being, right, and Saint's a human being, and I felt a little bit bad for him because he looked a little bit lost, and you don't usually see that with Saint. And then I had to stop myself, because I was like, I remember all the terrible things he's insinuated about people, but like, you know, that's just the type of person I am. I can't help, even if somebody said shit about me, when they're getting hit with stuff, I'm like, damn, man, I feel a bit bad for that person at the moment, you know. But as I say, I had to stop myself, because then I remember the terrible things he's insinuated about people, you know. So I had to catch myself on that. But I definitely did feel bad for Cap, because as I said, it was like this live realization that a person she thought was a friend actually doesn't seem to give a toss about her too much, and then it's all one-sided. You know, dude was putting out threats like people who are in particular communities, cats as well, they need to be banned, cross-banned, or there's going to be problems. You know, he was basically threatening her, which he did again last night, actually. He's basically put out a hit list to content creators if they don't DM him within the next 24 hours, basically crawling on their knees to say, I'm sorry, daddy. He's gonna, whatever he's gonna do, right? And it's just like, you sad little man, you know? It's like, you are a sad little man doing stuff like that. I'm sorry you are. There's no other way to talk about it, right? I don't know why dude is like this. He's created a persona on the internet where he's a gladiator in a Colosseum, and it's a Roman Colosseum, and I think he's come to the realization that a lot of his viewers now aren't necessarily there for Saint, the human being that is Saint. They're there for the warrior in the Colosseum, and he has to win his bouts, or they're all gonna thumbs down. Do you know what I mean? And like, that's kind of what it feels like. And the way he was speaking to Cap yesterday, that definitely came across as, I will not take an L on this, even if it means we don't talk again. Which is sad, isn't it, from a human point of view? Like, if I had real friends, like, I'd just be like, you know what? Let's just move on from this. We've both said stuff, you know. You know, let's take it to the DMs. I'm sorry. Or even if we don't have to get to the point of apologising, let's just try and find some common ground and move past this. Right, I'll take back what I said and we'll move on. But like, dude couldn't even do that. And it was kind of sad, man. It was kind of sad. Arknights, oh yes, I know, dude. I need to get back on Arknights to do some gambling, man. The fucking different Saints sat there saying they're all rats while everyone in CJ's call was just chatting shit. Yeah. Well, actually, I think he said they went running to him like dogs. He called us dogs, basically. You know, like we're dogs to him. That's how he views people. I think it's like, in a sense, I think we're all to blame in the space, right? Viewers, content creators, the algorithm, if you will, because we've propped Saint up, haven't we? And I don't mean you have individually and I have individually, but like as a whole, you know, dudes grew an ego from having sycophants around him in his chat, having sycophants around him in the content space, people, you know, being like, whoa, you don't want to fuck with Saint, you know, that's, you know, and I think he's let him, you know, believe in this ego, that he is that guy, to the point where, you know, like, it's like, it seems like he's the type of person who would destroy relationships throughout his life because he has to. It's like classic narcissist stuff, right? It's classic narcissist stuff. Hello, my favourite Aussie. Ban that guy. How's he going, Hadouken? Yeah, what's going on, Shushi? He alienates himself by behaving in such a way. Yeah. He's got a special kind of dissonance where when someone says he's wrong, he doesn't think I'm wrong. He thinks they're mad because I'm right. Exactly, yeah. It's either you can't disagree with me. You're chasing it for clout. You know, I'll show you something in a second, which just kind of shows his sort of attitude and the way he correlates things. That's just kind of shocking, right? You know, some of the analogies he makes when people say things about him, or he believes the thought process behind it, the intention behind it, and then his analogies and comparisons to other things. It's just like, where did that come from? Like insanity, right? And I think it's a symptom of having a grandiose ego, right? You know, as I say. So yeah. Good evening to our favourite Aussie. Yo, what's going on, Lance? Which is unfortunate. I also speak fondly of him, defend him, always mention his good points. Yeah. Well, this is the thing. Like, I feel a bit bad for Cap, but then there's part of me that, right, like, I'll be honest here, you know, like, I like Cap, even though she shit on me in a video. I actually quite like Cap. Like, I've tried to be well, I have been respectful because it's not a thing. It's just how I am, right? You know, when she was talking about a weight loss journey and that, I was bigging her up in a Twitter and saying, you know, you've got this. It's one of the best things you'll ever do, and you know. I never said it, but I was like, I'd be there to ever give you any advice if you go into the gym and stuff, right? Like, I'd definitely be willing to do that. It's something that I enjoy doing and I enjoy talking about, and I'd love to talk about somebody else who's starting that journey. But there is a part of me that's a little bit like, Saint's shown his hand multiple times. He's just shown it to Cat now. Do you know what I mean? Like, she said, like, he hasn't bothered with any of us, really, for a long time. Like, he only bothers with people when it suits him. And there's that part of me that I genuinely do feel sorry for. Honestly, I do. Like, what went down yesterday was not nice to watch. It was uncomfortable a little bit, if I'm honest, right? It was uncomfortable. But there is this part of me that's like, you've known a lot of the stuff he's insinuated and said about other people, and you kind of have still backed him up. You know? And there's part of me that just, maybe it's a learning curve for her to... It's probably not a good idea to put your reputation on the line for somebody who clearly doesn't care about you. Do you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. You like Cap? He's a sim. He's a sim. The Avengers did assemble yesterday. Same thing, he's untouchable and can get away with everything, but at some point he'll... Exactly, yeah, exactly. Well, the thing is, like I say, this video the Skull CJ put up to me is a perfect example of how some of the insane things he says, he minimises and accuses everybody of having mental issues and then making it all up in their head. Pure gaslighting. And then when something he thinks he can use against somebody else is quite minor in comparison, but he blows it up into some major thing. It's pure manipulation. And as I say, Cat was realising that yesterday, that he's clearly trying to manipulate her. And you can see it. I think it's on show perfectly in this Skull CJ video. In a moment, we're going to get into. So, yeah, all right, let's get started. What's the Avengers Assembled? Something happened yesterday in Insane Stream. It wasn't Insane Stream, it was in Cats and Skull CJ. Basically, everybody in the space was there pretty much. Tectone came in, you know, Box 2, I mean, Gabby Maru was there, Aricardo, Foxhole, I think Rezi was there, I think, well, obviously Skull was there, VXV was there, EO was there, and probably an untold amount of other Blazion, and probably a bunch of other CCs that I didn't even notice, right? And I'm sure there was a lot of other people who was lurking, who wasn't talking, right? Because, like, you know, CJ had 500 people watching, Points Cap had 600 to 800 people watching, you know, so there was a lot of people watching. So yeah, Tuhu was there as well, actually. Yeah, Tuhu as well. It's like, holy shit, yo, you know. So yeah, it was kind of crazy. It was kind of crazy. Bro, Big's meant to drop a diss track or something. Box came out to retirement. Yeah, you know, like, even Box was saying, like, he didn't want to get into it, but he was like, you know, because I've got no personal issues with Saint, really, and I bet he's, like, a chill dude, like, and people seem to say he is outside of content, but because I don't like the way he does content, because I don't like it, you know what I mean? Because, I'm just not a fan of it at all. I think it's bad. It's bad for the space. Because I think he's bailed out to Gacha altogether, right? I think he's just playing TFT at the moment. In what stream, Captain Cabernet, what did they talk about? Just lurking in chat. Well, multiple people got into a call with CJ, and there was multiple content creators in Cap's chat as well. CJ's such a shit stirrer though as well, because like Saint was going mad saying Cap needs to ban him, you need to ban him, right? You're only keeping him around because he's gifted subs, and then as soon as Saint said that, boom, Skull CJ gifted 5 subs. I was like, okay, alright, you gotta give it to him, right? You gotta give it to him, dude. Dude was fucking, it was funny, man. It was funny. Yeah. I was a same viewer and actually like his content when it comes to the game itself, but slowly, surely his ego got way too big. Yeah, like, when, you know, I think most people, when Saint first started making content, right, about Wuthering Waves, and he had his snowman thing, you know, and he was just doing, like, rotation guides and all that sort of stuff, I think most people actually quite liked his content back then because it was informative, it was eloquently put, it was well spoken, it was recorded well, he's got a good speaking voice, it was edited well, it was, I think for the most part, like 99% correct information as well, right? It was genuinely useful content, but over time it's transformed into something else, and it's not even drama slop content, right? I think that's unfair to say. It's aggressively attacking other content creators' content. Right? There's drama slop in reacting to stuff that's going on in the space and talking about video game drama and devs have done this dumb thing and what's this content creator said about this developer here, and it was different, right? You know, like I do like slop type content when it's like, oh, what did this developer do? You know? But I don't just go out my way to just take pitchforks to other content creators. So yeah, I watched a bit, was all drama farmed, it was draining me, got to where I was playing victim. Yeah, well, we're gonna go into that in a second as well. Well, I think this is the thing, right? Like, look, I don't pay the bills with this, so anybody can turn around to me and go, you don't get many views, bro, fucking loser. It doesn't matter to me. It only really matters if you pay the bills, right, or your ego's attached to views, because it's not for me, and I don't pay the bills, so it really doesn't matter how many views I get. As long as I'm having fun, and you guys are having fun, that's all that matters. But if you look prior to Enfield's launch, around 3.0, Saint's viewership was there was quite a few videos he was putting up that was in the 14, 15, 16,000. Since Enfield dropped, dude's views have been blowing up, so I think he's been getting a little bit carried away recently, you know what I mean? But sometimes that's where the algorithm can be bad as well, right? It can reward negativity, do you know? And we're all part of it. We all watch it. We all can't help ourselves but like go, what's going on over here? You know, we've all done it. We've all done it, right? We've all done it. So like, well, Tectone even said that, like, he was like, you know, I think there's grounds to maybe Saint to be pissed about the thumbnails, right? But he even said to CJ, he was like, you know what? Farming, man. You know? If views are down, do we? You know what I mean? Lost in the sauce, as I say, yeah. Rage gets more views, yeah, it does, doesn't he? Does. Not it can, well, yeah, definitely, yeah, Jules, yeah. It is true. Good old snowballing, yep. Alright, so. Should we get into a couple of things, yeah. Should get into a couple of things. Because. We've got 2 videos to check out here, actually. And the one I know about because of Fox, because Fox usually streams around the time I go gym. So while I was at the gym, Fox was live. And he didn't watch the video, but he started to watch. And Pharos made a video, actually. And it's called Saint Tontas. But the video seems to start off talking about me. So I'm curious to see what's going on in that. And it doesn't sound like dude's shitting on me at all. It actually seems like potentially maybe he's playing defense. So I'm curious. So we're going to watch that. And then we're going to watch the Saint video as well. Because I think the Saint video's quite important to watch, if you ask me. And then we're going to move on. Right, we're going to move on. And as I say, unless I think it's pertinent and important, because like the reason why I made the video I made the other day, I do think it's actually important at the moment to bring this stuff to light, because the space has got worse. And we're all in the space, right? And, you know, there's ignoring drama, and then there's ignoring the space descending into a cesspit, right? And people have already said to me, it's not a Saint video, it's a CJ video, Duck Lord. It's descending into a cesspit, and somebody was calling me naive in Discord earlier, and they might be right. But I was saying, potentially, could this be a moving on point for the space where we maybe heal? And I'm not saying that that means excommunicating Saint. If he's got reason to get views, he's got reason to get views, right? And I'm not that type of person that thinks the dude deserves to you know, to be thrown out of the space. But there's part of me that's just like, hopefully, maybe, because like with how many CCs were coming together and talking yesterday in chats and in voice calls and there to look out for Cap, it's like, maybe we can see some sort of semblance of healing, maybe I'm too naive, right? And next week we'll all be fighting each other again. I don't know, maybe, I don't know. Alright, so let's do this then, shall we? Let's do this. Let me turn this music off. You'll have to let me know if everything sounds okay. You might not be able to see this a second. Let me make it so you guys can actually see what's going on here. Okie dokie. Alright then. So, as I say, I saw from Foxhole stream, he started watching this video, and it seemed like, well, the video's about Saint Tontas, but he did mention me at the start of the video, and as I say, it sounded like it was coming from a position of like, I got done dirty, but then Foxhole stopped watching the video. So, let's check this out, actually, and see what Pharos has got to say about the whole situation, right? Because as I say, at the moment, it seems like a lot of content creators, whether or not they're getting involved, so to speak, with the drama, they're definitely looking at things and going, okay, some things maybe do need to change in the space at the moment, right? Specifically around Saint as well. I think a lot of people are coming to the realisation it might be fun from time to time to watch people beef, but this is going too far, and it's just not a good look for the space, right? So let's get into this video. Let's check out what Pharos has got to say, and yeah, let's see what's going on then, shall we? Let's do it. Guys, as well, if you haven't checked out Pharos, I actually quite like Pharos, actually. I know there's a lot of people in the space who dislike him, but, you know, I think he's kind of a chill dude, so let's see what he's got to say then.
It's time to address the elephant
Let me know if the audio's okay as well. Let me know if the audio level's okay.
In the room. The Skull CJ and St. Tontas drama. Now, at first, I was debating.
Is the audio okay, by the way? Let me just know if the audio's okay before we continue. Because as I say, I've been having audio issues today. OBS has been playing up, and I'm hoping you guys can hear this. I can potentially turn it up by removing the limiter. All good. Okay, sweet. All right, let's do it then. Seems legit. Yeah, sound. All right, let's go.
Whether or not I should make this video, because I was like, yeah, I don't really care that much. It's just drama. Who really cares?
I feel you.
But Skull CJ, that's my boy, right?
Sorry.
When Blue Protocol released, me and Skull CJ, we would be in a call. We would, you know, play the game.
Okay.
chat, have some fun, do whatever.
That's what it should be about, right?
Saint Totes, I never had a conversation with him. I never got in call with him at all. Never interacted with him. Only time I would really interact with Saint is when I'm in his chat donating. Like I only donated like I think 2 times, and that was pretty much it. But yeah, that's like the only time I.
Not gonna lie. Hey, it's up to him to do what he will with his money, right? And I can understand him wanting to show support to a streamer he might like. I genuinely think out of a lot of content creators, it's such a waste of money to send money to Saint because he seems like he just does not appreciate it at all when people donate to him. I don't know. Maybe I'm being a bit of a dick there.
Really interacted with Saint. Yeah, that's the only time I ever interacted with him. So I don't really talk to him at all. But seeing this whole situation happen, I just wanted to go ahead and talk about one of the main reasons why I feel like when it comes to like Saint Tontaz and Skull CJ, I understand where Skull CJ is coming from.
Okay.
And if you guys were to ask me whose side you're on, when it comes to drama like this, I don't like picking sides, right?
That's fair.
But I'm gonna be real with you guys. Skull CJ is right here.
Okay. So like, there's no denying, right? Skull CJ has gone hard. He even admits this himself. Some of the thumbnails are fucked up, right? But there's reasoning for it, and he has come with receipts as well, which Saint refuses to acknowledge, right? His whole thing is around the crassness of the content rather than acknowledging the actual context and the content of the content, which is interesting for such a guy who always puts people on blast, right? It's almost like there's a lot of points in there that he really doesn't want to talk about because it shines a light on him that's coming from somebody who's arguing it in such a confident way. He can't obfuscate around the actual specific point because like Saint likes to do goalpost moving, doesn't he? And CJ is not letting him, and starting to see that a lot of people now are starting to think, you know what? Let's stop letting him move the goalpost, right?
He's right. He is right here. And let me go ahead and explain why. So I'm going to go ahead and talk about this creator right over here, Pixel Tree. Now, Pixel Tree, I never had a conversation with Pixel Tree.
Yeah, we've never spoken.
But Pixel Tree, pretty cool CC, pretty chill, you know?
Well, thank you.
Once again, guys, when it comes to the content creators in this space, I have no beef with nobody, bro. I got no beef. Maybe the only beef was Tuhu, but other than that, like I'm chill with everybody, bro. Like I literally don't hate anybody at all.
Same.
So
I don't even hate Saint or Legions or any of the people who shit on me. There's not a content creator in this space I hate, because hate is a strong word, right? And the worst anybody's done in this space is probably Saint things he's insinuated about people. And then obviously we can talk about people who've committed crimes. We're not talking about that here. We're talking about drama, right? There's like say, I do not hate anybody in this space. I'm agreeing with Faros here, right? Because why bother? Because hate, it is, I heard a statement before, hate is like holding onto a hot rock with the intention of throwing it at somebody when you see them. There's only you that's getting burned, right? And I've always, that's one thing that stuck me. And I'm like, that's right, man, because it's just you that it bothers then at the end of the day. You know what I mean?
Pixel Tree. Now, you guys remember when he made a video talking about...
Yeah, I think we all do.
Wua 3.0.
Yeah. And let me just say this again, right? I've said it multiple times. I stand by everything I said in my 3.0 video, right? I honestly do believe the very first video, though, was badly made. I think I got across the points I wanted to, and if you're genuinely trying to hear what I got to say, you could hear what I got to say. Admittedly, crap video, badly made, badly framed. So if you'd gone into the video thinking, who the fuck is this guy? I can imagine you being like, what the fuck is he talking about, right? Because it was badly made. I openly admit that. That's why I made 2 follow-up videos to kind of try and help people understand where I was coming from. Not to say now you can agree with me, just to try and, you know, show people, okay, yeah, that was trash. Let me try and express myself better. You know what I mean?
About the motorbike, right? He made a video talking about the motorbike, and he was pretty much saying that when it comes to the motorbike, he is worried that the motorbike is going to pretty much reduce the open world exploration quality of Wuthering Waves, because you have a motorbike.
Okay, W to Faros here. He actually tried to hear what I was saying. Okay, I respect this.
and they're pretty much going to create open space where, you know, exploration isn't going to feel that fun. You're really just going to sit there in the motorbike and drive the whole time in an open space, in an open field. I feel like that take isn't bad. I think it's a reasonable take. And even if his take is bad or not, that's just how he feels. That is his opinion. That's how he feels about.
I never tried to make it an objective point, right? It was all just my feelings. Obviously badly explained, but it was all just my feelings. And look, plenty of people within my own community said to me, yeah, that video was kind of shit, bro, you know?
The game, right? Rightfully so. That's how he feels about the game. Even though his take, like his first video, you know, it was like this right over here. This is what a lot of people were shitting on him for. Even though he had a lot of bad takes and it didn't make any sense, what really threw me off is the response from other content creators when he made that video.
Okay.
Let me go ahead and see if I can actually find it. But holy shit,
it was crazy,
dude!
It was crazy.
There are so many videos here. I don't even think I can find it. Can I actually find?
Bro, I was struggling to find a video because bro pumps out so much slop on a daily basis. It's hard to find these videos because he's like 3 videos a day. So you're like knee deep by the end of the week. You know what I mean?
Like, because I remember Saint Ondas, he put, okay, there it is. So the 3.0 Doom posts are here, right? 34K views.
Man, look at that. My face on that. I'm a Doom post as well. I might feel some type of way about that.
So, Saint made a video pretty much labeling his opinion on like the whole 3.0 motorbike thing as
I haven't watched Saint's video, right? I saw the end of it when he was streaming and I've seen clips. Apparently, he was actually a little bit fairer with me than Legions and Cat was. You know, just want to add that context there, right? Again, I'm not trying to defend Saint, but you know, I want to be fair for the sake of being fair. Apparently, again, haven't watched the video. He went in, but not as much as I think people were expecting him to. So, you know,
like
just
Doom posting, right? Doom posting. Oh, he has a dog shit take and whatever. And other CCs as well. For example, Legions took the opportunity to shit on Pixel Tree over his opinion on how he feel about the motorbike.
The thing with Legions, right, as well, the worst thing about Legions, why I think it was so disingenuous, is he like went out of his way in his comments to say, I don't like shitting on people, but when you spread misinformation and slander, I wasn't spreading misinformation. It was my opinion on potentially something happening in the game, right? And I wasn't slandering the game. I was talking about a specific thing in the game that I was a little bit worried about, right? And dude says, I don't want to shit on the guy, but he was in Captain Cabinet's stream saying, I can't wait to shit on the guy. That's why I think for me, it was quite sweet when he fumbled and when he got called names, it crumbled, you know what I mean? And it was just like, oh, how the turns have tabled, you know?
Now, why am I talking about this? The reason why I'm talking about this is because the fact that a lot of these content creators won't hesitate to take the opportunity to shit on another CC over an opinion blows my mind. It really does. Like, that's why I didn't even make a video talking about Pixel Tree.
Okay.
And a matter of fact, I was going to make a video defending him.
Oh, okay.
I was going to make a video defending him because I felt bad the fact that so many people were shitting on this guy simply because of how he feels about.
I respect that. Like, don't get me wrong, honestly. Because I've had a few people message me saying, I hope everything's okay. Because it was crazy, right? I was getting farmed and like ultra farmed, right? The amount of comments that, like, probably that one video, putting it across all channels, probably 100,000 views, right? And then even more on Twitter, hundreds of thousands on Twitter, thousands of people shitting on me in the comments in other people's comment sections and streams and all that sort of stuff, and on Twitter and dislike bombing the video and stuff. Honestly, it didn't bother me, you know? I was more pissed. I was genuinely more pissed when I started talking to people and I watched my video back myself. I was like, oh man, that was a shit video. I honestly don't mind getting roasted, but I'm disappointed with the video, you know? So, I appreciate people feeling bad for me, but, you know, it's appreciated, but it honestly didn't fuss me too much at all.
Ooh, and it's not like he hates the game. He's just concern in a way.
Thank you.
Which is
because a lot of people think I was genuinely rage baiting, right? I like to poke fun a little bit with a community because they're so highly strung. I'll poke fun at any community that's super sensitive because, man, life's too short. If you're too highly strung and uptight about stuff, I think it's fair to be like, chill out. Go on, chill out. Come on, have a fucking laugh. Stop being a bellend, you know? But this wasn't a rage bait video. I genuinely, and I still feel like this about the bike ride in regards to gaming exploration.
Reasonable, right? It's reasonable.
The bike incident.
But no, let's just take this as an opportunity to just, shit on him.
Yep.
Harm him for drama.
Yep.
Use his face to get more views. It's
like a concerted effort as well, right? Multiple CCs over the space of 24 hours. We're just repeating that I'm a moron, I'm a retard, I'm dumb, which I'm all of those, to be fair. But, they were going in hard. It was like a concerted, concentrated effort almost. I'm not saying it was, but it was almost as if it was like, ooh, it was pinged around DMs to each other, almost. I'm not saying it was, right, but that's almost how it felt like when you saw how people were going in, kind of thing.
It throws me off in a bad way.
These are the type of people as well, which I will say, not the type of people, these people have never once bothered to interact with me or react to my content prior to this, I believe, as well. And even Kat said in a stream, after saying, I think she said I question him as a person with some of these takes, which is wild, considering up until yesterday, she didn't question Saint as a person, even though dude said some wild stuff about people. But yeah, it's just it's a crazy situation,
Hey, so when I saw this situation, I was like, nah, bro, I don't fuck with that, man. I don't like when people do stuff like that where somebody just makes a video being honest and they're just expressing how they feel about the game. And then you just have a group of content creators coming at him and just shitting on him. It's just not good at all. It's not good.
You know what? Yo, I got a lot of respect for Pharos because Pharos is young, right? I'm assuming Pharos is probably 20 max. I'm going to assume, right? Dude's a young geezer, right? Bro's got a head on his shoulders. Honestly, I respect that because when I was his age, I was a fucking idiot, man. I was an idiot, right? So, you know what? I respect it, man.
It puts a bad image on the Woowa community when you have a group of CCs that won't hesitate to shit on another content creator simply because of how they feel about the game.
Yep.
Now, I know a lot of you guys are going to be like, well, Pharaohs, you didn't hesitate to shit on what's his name again? Psyche about his Do Not Abyss review. The thing about Psyche's Do Not Abyss review is that he reviewed Do Not Abyss as a gacha game.
Yeah.
That's the reason why.
It was a little bit different as well, right? I don't know. I haven't watched Pharos' video. I don't know if he was shitting him on as a person and calling him all these names. But when you make a review, it's a bit different to an opinion piece, right? There's a little bit of a difference. This is a review as if, information for you to digest to decide whether you should play something. Another one's just somebody saying, I don't know if I'm a fan of this, calling a young man a geezer.
I didn't like Psyche's Do Not Abyss review. He reviewed the game as a gacha game, which is just not good at all. But anyways, back to the main topic. That situation threw me off. It did. It threw me off. I didn't like how all these CCs came in, ganged up on Pixel Tree and just fucking shitted on the guy. It was not good. It was not good at all, and it was just completely unnecessary. You see this comment right here. I don't like shitting on people like this. But bro, if you're going to shit talk the game and give criticism that is misinformation and slander for no reason except you need the views, we're not even playing the game and haven't played it in a year, yeah, I'm going to shit on you. I'm tired of these people attacking me.
He didn't want to shit on me. Dude desperately wanted to shit on me, yeah. He just wanted to pretend he was a nice guy while doing it right. You know what I mean? Dude wanted to slap you in the face for saying, I really didn't want to do that.
All the time and trying to make the game its community CCs look bad. They keep coming at us constantly. I'm done keeping my mouth shut about it. This is not drama. This is me correcting someone with moronic takes that are trying to make the game look bad. So
yeah, man.
Obviously, bro's just not happy the fact that Pixel Tree, he made that video pretty much explaining his concern about, the 3.0 Lahiroi motorbike and how it can, ruin exploration in a way.
Yeah.
But the fact that you view that as the fact that Legions is taking that as him trying to attack the game, slander the game, rage bait.
Exactly.
I don't like shitting on people, but I'm going to shit on you. It's like, what, bro? Come on, man. And this is what Pixel Tree said later on.
Probably would have like did reactions and responses to everybody's reactions, but I just didn't care. It didn't bother me because one, it was a bad video, and two, I don't really care. But it's just quite funny because Legions was one of the people who was kind of leading the charge. He said he didn't want to shit on me, but he was in Captain Cabinet's chat saying, I can't wait to shit on this dude later.
True. See, that right there, that's what really pissed me off about this whole thing. It's like when you go into another creator's chat and you say, I can't wait to take a shit on this creator over what they feel about the game.
Right.
Come on, bro.
It's man-child energy. It's man-child energy, right? You know, remember, this is the dude who, when Wuthering Waves won the Game of the Year thing or whatever it was, the People's Choice was all like, ha ha ha, fuck you, Genshin, fuck you, you know?
And then with the whole like drama that happened later on with Legions on Twitter, I'm not going to talk about that because I don't really care, but this right over here is like, bro, that shit was not cool. It was not. They took it way too far. Yeah, you can react to his video and say that you disagree with the way he felt, but when you take it to a point where you're in the comments saying, I don't like shitting on people, but I'm going to shit on this guy, moronic takes and all of this. And then you go on somebody else's.
And there's like, honestly, I'm at the point with it as well, right? Where I wasn't even too fussed with people doing that personally. But what I found so ironic and almost sweet, I'm going to be honest, a little bit petty here from me. It was sweet that people who was happy to attack me for an opinion, the second they got a bit of that same energy back, but this person wasn't getting that energy back because they had a bad opinion. They were actually lying, what they accused me of doing. They were actually misrepresenting the situation. They were making it the Woo community were attacking them when it was one guy, right? So the dude did exactly what he accused me of and then folded, and it was just like, oof, you know? I like to consider myself not a petty person, but it was like, wow, yo, that's sweet. Give me some more, you know? I know, it makes me petty, right, bro? I can't help it. Yo, Fox, what's up, buddy?
Chat and say, oh, I can't wait to take a shit on this creator. Brother. Come on, bro. We can do better than this. Now, this right over here, this brings up another topic where whenever Saint says something, right? And let's say whatever he says, I feel the same way as well.
Okay.
Well, here's the problem.
Which happens. Again, as I've said, I think Saint's become a bad thing for the space. I don't think he should be kicked out of the space. It'd be nice to see him do better. But for all the terrible things he said about people and for some of the terrible analogies and horrible takes he's made, bro said a lot of stuff where I'm like, hey, yo, okay, bro, spit in there. You know what I mean? So I think sometimes as well in this world, you know, when somebody might not like somebody or they think they've had egregious takes, they refuse to accept when they might actually be telling the truth as well. I think we have to get past that sometimes of like, you know what? 90% of this time, this guy might even be chatting shit and he's not a nice person. Gotta be honest, it's kind of spitting here, right? And I'm not saying Saint doesn't either. You know, there's plenty of times when I've seen Saint saying something, I'm like, hey, kind of agree with what he's saying there, you know?
For example, the Gacha system, right? We both share the same sentiment that when it comes to the Gacha system, it's
which a lot of
not
people
that great.
Have
and other
shared
CCs, they agree as well.
Yeah,
some
I
CCs
disagree
don't,
on
which
it,
is fine.
You know,
but when you share that sentiment with creators like Saint, you get dragged into shit like this, where people are saying, some woo with CCs, this is the ring.
This is why I think he's a bit of a detriment to the space as well, because of how toxic he can be whenever people do make videos where they're actually either having an agreeable take or just stating things that he stated. People then lump everybody into that and they get dragged into this sort of toxic doom poster creator clique. You know what I mean? Anyway, we're content creators. We've all doom posted at some point, man. People love to joke around that I'll kill Black Beacon. You know, like we've all done it from time to time. We're human and we make mistakes, and not even make mistakes. We just do human things, right?
Incantation of Satan. Worst Gacha ever. This game should be rated 6+. This is whoever's fault. Wua, number one, whatever.
So
pretty much saying that creators like me, Ethan, etc., we're trying to gas up Wua. We're trying to shit on every other game and uplift Wua. That's what they're saying.
It's like, for me as well, I am of the opinion that all gachas suck. But I'm also of the opinion that I think if you are smart with pulling, Endfield has a potentially good gacha system, right? But I honestly don't think you're a moron for not thinking that, right? Because some people care about pity carryover and stuff, and some people want to throw their hat into the ring and degen on some gacha pulls and stuff and hope that they've got that safety net, even though I spoke before, I think it's a pseudo safety net. That's how it is, right? That's how people feel on it. So, okay, cool. I disagree, but, you know, it is what it is, right? And plenty of people agree with people on this gacha take as well, right? It's not just a couple of people saying this. Lots of people have said this about the gacha in Enfield.
Pretty much just misinformation, because that's not what's happening. I'm actually enjoying Arknights Endfield, making some content on the game.
Game's fire.
The only time I made a video talking about the gacha system was this video, which was 1 month ago, and this video, which was 7 days ago, of me just pulling. That's literally it. It's not me even shitting on the game. It's me pulling for the Leviathan. And it's me reacting to Imtash when he had his plan about incident, which was just all jokes. That's the problem.
I need to watch that Imtash video. It's supposed to be funny.
Here, it doesn't matter.
Imtash a funny guy though.
You enjoy the game and you also criticize the game. It doesn't matter. The moment you criticize the game and the moment your criticisms align with creators like Saint, you're going to be labeled as a CC that is trying to shit on every gacha game, and you're trying to uplift Wua only. That's the problem. When you look at the whole Mr. Poking in his ass situation, and it's like,
although people shouldn't do it, you can understand why they lump people in, right? Because of he's created such a bad smell in the place, right? So when you walk past somebody, they're like, "Did you fart?" And you're like, "No, I swear to God, it was him over there, honestly." And you're like, "Oh, I don't know, man. You walk past, kind of smells like shit, you know?"
Bro, let's be real, guys. Saint Tolentas is taking this farming shit way too far, bro.
Definitely.
Like,
far too
yes,
far.
I will
far
give him credit when it comes to farming. He is the god at farming. But man, like, the amount of Mr. Pokey videos you see on his channel is insanity, bro. It's crazy.
Honestly, I felt bad for Pokey at that point as well, you know, because this was around the time where Saint felt galvanized with this, right? Because this is where Tech had separated himself from Pokey and was kind of calling him out as well, which, whatever, I don't know the intricacies of their friendship, whatever, right? But Saint felt so galvanized by that. It's like he was like, yes, the general agrees with me. Time to go in extra hard, right? It was a I'm going to kick him while he's down moment. And I don't like that. I don't like that when people do that. You know, that's like a bully tactic. It's like, bro, you know, stop, man. He's dead. You know, and it's like, no, I'm going to keep going, you know?
Videos. It's crazy. And of course, Pixel Tree, man, what they did, bro. Yo, Pixel Tree, if you watch this video, man, I feel bad for him, bro. I really do. I really feel bad for Pixel Tree. They did him dirty as fuck. They did him so fucking dirty. The way they all ganged up on him, shitting on him.
Yo, guys, like, it's mad, right? Like, honestly, I don't care. But it's almost like just sitting back and not doing anything, right, up until obviously the Legion thing and recently we signed. It's almost like, you know, kind of worked out, man. It was like, you know, it's a bit of a Art of War, right? You know? Art of War move. It wasn't on purpose, I promise you. But, you know, I mean, even seeing multiple comments now in different spaces where people saying, yo, I hate to say it, but I think he had definitely some valid points in regards to map design and stuff. I'm not saying that's the truth. That's how some people are now coming across, right? You know, I don't know. Maybe that'll be a video that ages like fine wine in a few years. Maybe like milk. I don't know.
Like, come on, man. Oh my gosh, bro. That actually pissed me off. That's why I didn't even make a video talking about any of that at all, because it really pissed me off the fact that all these creators ganged up on him.
Yo, honestly,
shitted on him.
Again, for a young dude. You know what? Bro's got a mature head on his shoulders, man. Honestly. Do gets he. Massive respect to Pharos for this.
Over the motorbike, bro. Like, is it even worth it? Like, it's not even worth it. It's just another grown man expressing his opinions over a motorbike in a gacha game. It's just, I don't know. That was not a good look for the Woowa community. And I'm not saying the entire community, but the people who participated in this.
I kind of agree, right? As I say, first video was terrible. I think the way people reacted to it was more telling, honestly. I honestly think it was more telling, right? Because it didn't look great on the community. Because it was like, here's a person saying what they feel about a game, and it's just, we've got to attack. We're not like the Genshin community. The reason we're not like the Genshin community, what we're doing is, we know for a fact he's rage baiting, he's hating, he hates the game. But that's exactly what the Genshin community used to do. You know, you justifying the reasons for being a complete and utter prick towards somebody just because they've got a different opinion, right? Again, I don't expect people to agree with me. Come in, tell me how much my ideas are stupid and I'm a moron. But I think it was quite telling. You know, I think it was quite telling.
Right, who are in the comments shitting on him, saying a lot of crazy stuff. It's like, oh my.
I've heard people who hated your video about the bike but agree with the tank now.
That was not a good look at all. But anyways, back to what I was saying.
Okay.
Like, I feel like Saint Tontas, like, whenever other creators mention him, he like
dog with the bone.
He just takes it way too far to where, like, to the point where, like,
I think this video in a second kind of exemplifies that. It kind of exemplifies that in a second. Exactly what Faris has just said there.
He has to make drama out of it if a content creator mentions him. And if it's not positive, then it's like, oh, let me go to make a one.
Can't even be just a passing statement or one video. It's got to be, okay, this person has to regret crossing me. You know, it's why I say this Napoleon complex, this bully boy tactics of how dare you think you can even talk at my table? You know, you will regret this.
Our video exposing this creator's a rat and whatever. And it's like, dude, they're just mentioning you, man. This creator right over here, this guy, he made like a 1 hour video about my my Genshin video. He made a 1 hour video about me. Do I care? No, I don't really care that much. I'm not gonna sit here and make a video reacting to a 1 hour video.
Exactly. That's how I thought.
And if he,
you know, because there was some people I think was expecting me to start clapping back at the stuff that people say. I ain't got the energy to sit and watch multiple videos of people going over points I badly explained to I just don't care. Let's just move on. I said what I said. People didn't like it. We move, you know, we move.
Disagrees with my take. Cool. Like, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. Like, if I'm going to be a YouTuber, if I'm going to be a content creator, right, and there's going to be other people who are going to disagree with my take, that's just normal.
Yep.
Yes, sometimes it sucks, and sometimes I will complain about it, but at the end of the day, I just have to accept that not everybody will agree with what I'm saying. I feel like that's what...
Not saying it always should be, but it's part of the game.
Something that St. Tontas needs to understand. It's like, you got to understand that whatever you're saying, bro, some people will just not agree with you no matter what. It doesn't matter how many times you explain yourself, people will just not agree. And that's something I just had to learn. That's just something I had to accept. It took a minute for me to understand that, but throughout time, it's like...
Again, this is what I say, I respect him for being young, because it took me a little bit to get that on YouTube. No, you get a comment, and it might not even be like a nasty comment sometimes, but you feel like you've got to explain yourself, and sometimes you just have to accept. That's what I said with my follow-up videos in that whole situation. This is not to make you agree with me. It's just to explain myself, right? End of the day, there's always going to be somebody who disagrees with you, and then there'll be the people who just hate you for whatever reason. There's no point trying to change that, right? Let's just move on with it.
When I continue making videos, you know, criticizing these games or whatever, and a lot of people just disagree, I'm like, you know what? At this point, people are just going to disagree no matter what, bro. Yep. And it's better for me to just express how I feel and just move on from that.
Exactly, yeah.
It's that simple, right? When I would make like a lot of community posts where I would, like, you know, screenshot comments,
I've seen these
on my community posts, and then, like, you know, pretty much roast these
lazy people.
But I stopped doing that. I stopped doing that because what's the point?
Not worth the energy.
Like, what's the point, bro? But I'm also going to hold, you know, some of the people in the community accountable here, because the people who are constantly complaining about him farming other CCs, right, putting their faces on his thumbnails, like every day they see Mr. Pokey's face like this in a fucking thumbnail every day. They're the same ones engaging with these videos. They're the same ones giving.
This is what I was saying earlier, you know, like we've all been a part of creating the monster that Saint has kind of become in the space, right? You know, whether it's his sycophant fans, the orbiting content creators around him who've let him get away with things that just wouldn't, and these are smart people, wouldn't let others get away with, you know, refuse to acknowledge reading between the lines because they don't want to trigger Saint. It's allowed him to have this sort of king complex of, you lot are in my court, you know, kind of attitude. And we're all part of it, man. We're all a part of it. You know, everybody who watches his content, everybody who engages it, and even me now, like, talking about this sort of stuff, right? This is what I say. Unless I'm attacked or mentioned, I'm happy to move on after this. I am.
Saint, attention. They're the same ones supporting these videos in a way. Even though you dislike the video, you're still supporting, you're still engaging with the video, you're still giving him views.
Yep.
They will take his videos, they will post it on Twitter, they will post it on Reddit, post it on Facebook, they will put it everywhere. And they're like, oh, why does he keep farming other CCs? I wonder why.
Yep, true.
Yeah, man, I wonder why he's farming other content creators, bro. 51,000 views, 59K views, 50K views.
It's his most popular content on his channel for the most part, right?
Right.
Yeah, of course, there's probably outliers when new content's dropped on games and he's made a guide and stuff. I'm not saying he hasn't got content that would have done well, but majority of his content that does well is this sort of content by the looks of it, right?
What is this? 25K views 21 hours ago, 20K views. Like,
if you look back just to when 3.0 came out, his views was considerably
with these videos where he's like constantly talking about other
way more than I
CCs.
ever get, but
He's gonna keep doing it, bro. And look, I'm not saying that it's wrong for you to make videos on other content creators, but there's a limit. There's a limit where, like, you are literally sitting there like an owl, constantly watching other CCs and what they're saying. It feels as if,
yeah, I'm just picturing now an owl in a tree at night with Saint's head on, right? Just that was so visceral, that visualization then was.
we're walking on eggshells, and if we say one thing,
yes, this here. What's he saying? Hold on.
Disagrees with, well, 30-minute video.
Yes, this is what I say as well. Where I feel like it's been a bit of a bad thing for the space as well. And he likes that. He likes the idea of that. He wants people to be walking on eggshells because he wants to be able to go at them. It doesn't create a good space, though. It stifles conversations. It stifles discussions. And it's just not good for the space. Why on earth would you as a person want people walking around like fearful of you? Like, I don't get that. Bullies do that. You know what I mean? There's no other way to say it. You know, I agree. Like, it feels like that for a long time. The space is like, shit, man. Whoa. Was that the snowman in the shadows? Fucking hell. Okay, I think I'm allowed to say what I've got to say, right? Do I go into the radar here? Actually, I'm not even going to talk on it, you know?
I'm saying, like, there's a limit. There's a limit, bro. There's a limit. And he already passed that limit, bro. He's going to make a video on anything you say, bro. It doesn't matter if he dropped a tweet like 3 months ago. It doesn't matter if he made a video 5 months ago. He going to bring that shit up and farm it, bro. That's just how it is when it comes to Saint, man. It's just that, you know, the best way to deal with him is just to not engage with those videos, and that's it, right?
Yo, what is Pharos, the most mature one out of all of us? And he's probably the youngest, man. Mad respect.
That's all y'all got to do, bro. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Once again, I got no beef with anybody here. Just speaking my mind on how I feel about this. And I will say 100% that Saint...
Who wants to be a bully? Exactly right. You know? Like, I would never take pleasure or have took pleasure in my life of the idea of somebody feeling nervous or uncomfortable around me or afraid to express themselves because I'm just waiting to fuck them over. Like, yeah, it's...
in a way is in the wrong here. And he just needs to learn. You know what I'm saying? He just needs to learn. We're all not perfect, but he just needs to learn.
Yeah, I said this as well. I'm not of this opinion like he has been with other creators where he needs to be out the space. It had just been nice that, like, because I think Saint could be a really good force for this space. He's a big creator. He's eloquently spoken. He's not unintelligent. I think he ignores his own intellect sometimes over emotion, and just learn from it, right? Just be better. As I said at the end of my last video, just be better.
Grow from it. That's it. Skull CJ is only giving him a taste of his own medicine, and I think that's fair. I think that's completely fair, bro. Like, if you're gonna make 100 videos, 200 videos farming other CCs, you could at least handle like 3 videos or 4 videos made by another content creator.
What is it
about you? Can handle that.
You know, the Puss in Boots movie and the wolf that's like death or something. I feel like that's what CJ used to say. Like
an immediate, like, oh, he's harassing me report is insane, bro. That's actually crazy. But okay. That's it, y'all. Thank you guys for tuning into this video. See you guys soon.
No, like, no matter what Tectone said about he thinks, you know, it's viable to report over the thumbnails. I'm not arguing that it's not. It was just such an aura loss moment, right? I think even if you're a mega fan of Saint, you can't deny that watching him go straight for the report option rather than just having it out with CJ, either getting in a call with him or fighting back against all his points. It was just, man. It was like, it was like, you know, when you watch movies and there's that bully in the movie and they're bullying everybody. And then one day the one kid stands up to him and claps the cheeks then, but that's pause, gives him a fucking slap about right. And then they break down, they're in tears, they're shook. It was like that moment, wasn't it? Where the whole school standing there like, oh shit, you know? So, that could have just been conversations. Right? But anyway, yeah. You know what? Fucking respect to Pharos, man, for a dude who's clearly young, right? You know, I'm thinking he's probably like 19, 20, early 20s max. I think maybe he's the most mature one of us in the space, right? Actually crazy. So big respect to Pharos. Guys, go check him out, man. Because, again, I know he was being defensive towards me there, but that's genuinely not for that reason. As I said, I don't need people to feel sorry for me, although it's appreciated. I think that was a good video. I think that was a good video, man. Most issues can be resolved with a simple conversation. Yep. True. Yo, Sanju, what's going on, dude? Saint instantly folding out and going for the reporting is sad. Yeah, as I say, he used the thumbnail as an excuse, right? But what he had in his video just kind of revokes the excuse of that thumbnail. To me, in that situation, he should have reached out to CJ and said, look, bro, I get it right. You're farming me. Fair enough. Can you please change that thumbnail? Because I wouldn't like to have to report you because that's kind of fucked up. But it like loses a lot of the energy to say, I'm just going to report him and having this hill to die on and this moral argument with Cap that you need to ban him because of that thumbnail when he's got an edit in his video after Jenna, I think before Ryuku maybe, but whatever, his list of gacha victims and then having that edit. There was no reason on God's green earth to have that edit in that video. You know, there was just no reason whatsoever. I don't care what he says of, he'll try and argue that, well, it wasn't related to anybody. What was it there for? Again, it's that whole thing with the joke, right? To Genazad. To have a joke, there has to be an implied punchline. Otherwise, you're just saying words, right? There has to be a conclusion that you let other people come to, but to deny the conclusion was nudged on the person is just disingenuous, right? Now, of course, I've said this before. There's jokes that can be smart jokes where a comedian says something, the audience comes to the conclusion and they're like, oh, well, I never said that. But of course, the comedian also knows that they're framing the joke in such a way that there's only really one conclusion for the audience to come to. But then to pretend that never said that, it's just disingenuous, right? And it's quite shameful and shameless, if you ask me. It's just like, just own up to it. Say, you know what? That was fucking bang out of order. And I think a lot of people are respect you for it. Still a disgusting thing to insinuate or even joke about. And right, let's not pretend he hasn't done it multiple times with Genazad, right? The whole Akari DM situation. Again, what the fuck are we doing, bro? You joked about it before, then said, you guys were crazy to think I was insinuating that. And then do the same thing again. You know, it's just, it's poor defense. Poor defense, if you ask me. All right, let's check this out then. And then we're going to get into it, guys, okay? So, I got two here because I want to use this as a reference in a second. I want to use this as a reference. All right. Anyway, I hope everybody's doing well. I do apologize for going over this again. As I said, the drama usually on this channel is around dumb things gacha developers do, right? And we like to talk about dumb things gacha developers do. And I very rarely get involved in talking about other content creators, right? I've had this channel for 12 years. I've spoke a handful of times on other creators, and most of the time it's pretty much been a kind of a chill discussion anyway, not crazy. It's only the Legions thing where I've kind of clapped back and this whole Saint thing because there's reasons, right? You know, the Legions things, as I said, was the hypocrisy of it all. And this stuff with Saint, I just think it's just not nice, right? It's the stuff that Saint's done over the time. It's just not nice. It's just not nice, man. It's just not nice. So, with everything that's gone on, let's check out this video from from Skull CJ on Saint, shall we? Or I'll call him CJ. He says when I call him Skull CJ, it's like I'm saying his government name. So CJ, last night he was putting a list together. Saint was right. He was checking it twice. He was trying to find out who was naughty and nice. Right? Saint Tontas is coming to town. And we better watch out. We better watch out. Okay, so this was the little Discord image that he was posting up. Y'all want to get this list of CCs that are hopping into CJ's Special Avengers podcast? So yeah, let's see. Let's see. Well, I kind of wish I'd have jumped in there, but I was chilling with Rosie. Let's see what CJ's got to say about this, shall we? Let's go.
Spineless, talentless hacks.
Oof.
And there's like 9 of them that I get to farm tomorrow. When there's this many CCs that have been proven
again, right? Spineless, talentless hacks. Apart from Skull, who's been going? Man, Blazion's been one of Saint's biggest defenders. Damn, spineless, talentless hacks. Okay, starting off strong.
Proven to be literal, verifiable fucking rats. Right?
Okay.
Literal, verifiable fucking rats.
Okay, let's see what the verifiable information is then. I'm curious now. I'm curious to see what the verifiable information is that these people are fucking rats.
The space. I'm just gonna be so honest with you, man. Like, Jesus Christ, sometimes you can't just call Orkin. You gotta be Orkin. Because I'm a spineless fucking loser CC.
But Eddie, okay, CJ.
Because I'm a spineless fucking loser CC.
What's good, guys? It's your boy CJ, and we're back with another video with your daily take of shitting on Saint Tontas. Now, you see, today I was just minding my own business, but it would seem that Saint Tontas is fully crashing out. He's on mischief time, demon time, demon time. He's over here trying to go full scorched earth on everybody.
Like, actually, well, I don't know whether this are a fact, but I've heard this. Kicking Blazion from his Discord. That's full scorched earth. Actually crazy.
And he has officially gone off the rails. Everybody's favorite hobgoblin, everybody's favorite chipmunk has officially said that me, Big Skull CJ, is the biggest racist of 2026. That is the title. When in reality, what he hasn't told his community is that today, in the launch of Emeth.
Okay, racist, okay, all right. I'm curious to see where, because I haven't watched every single snippet of CJ talking about Saint, but I'm very curious to see where this is going.
In Withering Waves, the true Sentinel Resonator is yours truly, because he was on stream on the launch of Emeth, and he couldn't keep my name on it.
Oh, is this where this comes from then? The Emeth stream. Oh, I was going to say, because I saw a bit of his stream when this all went down with Cap, and I didn't see any of this. Okay, all right.
His mouth showcasing CJ rather than Emeth. So, hey, guys, it is confirmed I am the true Sentinel Resonator. With that said, though, I want to make sure you guys understand the whole context to everything that's actually going to go on, because boy, oh boy, do we have a lot to talk about, and he's actually going to be making a video about this tomorrow. So I want you guys to like this video, comment, show support, so when he drops
farming begins, chat, the farming begins.
His video painting his good old Harry Potter book of a narrative, we already have everything covered because, like you guys know, I'm 24 and a half steps ahead of him. So the latest narrative is two things.
Right.
Because of certain messages on my Discord and certain messages in my...
Is he going for the old Discord one? Okay, so he's going to attempt to conflate things that people have said in a person's Discord to the intent of an individual. Okay, considering Saint does have a VIP in his shaft who's been openly homophobic and horrible towards Cat, which was one of the major reasons she was upset yesterday, but he wouldn't let that be conflated with it being part of him. That's another person entirely. So yeah, interesting to see how this makes CJ the bad guy then.
My community, I am the biggest racist of 2026.
Because one thing as well, it's hard, even if there is bad stuff in here, right? As a content creator, especially if you don't have a team of moderators, it's hard to moderate a Discord, right? People will tell you in my Discord, I'm not sitting in my Discord 24/7, right? The amount of times people have to come into either my stream or ping me multiple times and be like, yo, Pix, there's a bot in the Discord sharing like crypto pictures and stuff, and I have to go and then remove them, right? It's easy for people to say a bunch of stuff. And I ain't sitting there all day tracking back up messages to see if somebody said something a little bit out of pocket. Like, yeah, and again, that you can say, well, that's sort of on me, right? It's in my space. But there's no way you can attach that intent to the content creator. Just not having it. I'm not having it.
And not only that, I'm the biggest homophobe. Now, you guys might be saying, yo,
do a muscle flex, you know.
What messages? Saint Tontas must have the evidence.
Okay, let's see the evidence.
And it turns out Skull's just saying that because he's racist against Asian people.
Okay, why?
Because if you're not banning people that say this, you agree with this, you condone this, you allow this on your server, and then you're also the guy mocking the...
So there's one word there, and that's somehow CJ. Okay, all right, okay. Nice jump of logic. Okay, all right.
Of Asian people, and every single time you refer to me.
So yeah, guys, there is all
Hold up, I missed that a second. Let me just go back to that.
Agree with this, you condone this, you allow this on...
Look, you know, obviously, this is not great, but at the same time, how can you blame CJ for this as well? But anyway.
Your server, and then you're also the guy mocking the appearance of Asian people, and every single time you refer to me.
So yeah, guys.
Wait, so calling him Bobby Lee is mocking Asian people? But bro looks like Bobby Lee. And that, I'm sure that came from his own chat. I remember the first time I ever heard that, I think it might have been in Cat Stream, but that wasn't the first person that said it. It was when he was arguing with Ryuku Sensei, and somebody came into the chat and was like, Bobby Lee's arguing with the bald man again, and I was howling because it just came out of nowhere. It was so deadpan, and I was keeled over laughing because straight away I was like, he does look like Bobby Lee. Like, how can you say that's racist? Like, what the fuck? You know, but like, I don't think I do. I've had people come in here and say I look like Michael Bisping. I don't think I do, right? But like, can I then be like, wait a minute? Is it because I'm white and he's white? What are we saying here? Yo, what's up, Hound?
There is all the evidence you need in your entire life. A random Discord message from a random person.
You said that as well. Somebody else. I've had about 4 people actually say that, Neo.
In my community, not a whole string of conversations that follow suit that are actually in order, where you can clearly see that my Discord is a place for racism.
Yeah, that's fair. If it was like huge chunks of daily occurrences where it's hard to miss, yeah, it's hard to tell a content creator you should know every individual comment that's said in your server when you don't have an army of moderators, right? You know, I've got a few hundred people in my server, and sometimes, even though I've got a really small channel, my Discord chat can go, like, fucking fast, because there'll be a bunch of people talking about stuff in Arknights, especially on patch days. I ain't scrolling back up all through that to see if somebody said something a little bit out of pocket, as I says, right, you know? Yeah, is what it is, man.
No, just a random message plucked from who knows who and who knows when, because you can't really see the goddamn date. It's just a random message from some dude complaining about a game that somehow means I am the biggest racist of 2024, 2025,
Grassman
and
Swords,
2026. The tri-state champion of racism,
Kind of
according
look like
to
Martin
Saint
Copping.
Tontus.
Who the hell is Martin Copping? Mark going to be highly offended here. Really? I don't know about that. Really? Yo, that, bro, what are we saying here? What are we saying here? That one, I'll maybe take a little bit. All right, I'll take that as a compliment. What the fuck are we saying here, bro? What are we saying? All right, these ones, I'll let slide. I'll let this slide. I hope you ain't talking about that one.
Everybody's favorite gerbil. Come on, brother. That's the best you can do? How about this? You want to hold me accountable for messages in my Discord, which, by the way, that message and some others that I'm going to show are from my Discord. I'm not going to try to hide it. Let's go ahead and see how he tries to hide his. But I just want to show you something. You want to hold me accountable for the messages on my Discord, right? And you want to use those messages to say, well...
Okay. Again, if that's how things are played, right? Because he did this with the 9/11 meme. Although, you know, it's the 9/11 meme. I ain't even going to get too mental about that, right? But if we're going to hold people accountable for what people say in the Discord, are we holding people accountable for what their editors add into the videos?
Isn't even the full list. There's still more people.
Is that what we're doing? Because I'd say you're a lot more accountable for what your editor puts in your video, because you should be checking that shit. It's your channel. It could ruin your fucking career. So you should be checking that and understand there's trust. You're pumping out a bunch of slop a day. But that makes you a lot more accountable for what that was added into your video than somebody else who you have no control over saying in your Discord, right? There's saying
that I'm the biggest racist in the history of races. Let's take a look at this.
Guys, imagine if I was black and he just put like a random black dude in there.
Really? Holy shit, bro. Man has lost the glue. Imagine if, well, it's not, so let's stop that trash whataboutism. Imagine if it was a random black dude and it was about a black content creator, or if he was black. Well, if it was just some random dude, if it was actually an actor who you look like, who was known for being a bit of a goofball sometimes, and people had been repeatedly saying, you look like this dude, what are we saying? Well, it'd be no different. It'd be the same thing, right? I don't even know where you're going to that. It's almost like he thinks, well, well, how can I twist this? Let's bring black people into it. Isn't that like, because sometimes he talks about, he's a little bit anti, DEI and stuff, sometimes scientists, because he talks about like stuff with getting into university and how Asian people get held back a little bit because of quotas and stuff. Why? That sounds like a really race grifty comment to make. What are you even doing there? What's that got to do with the price of chips? Ain't got shit to do with nothing. That's just goalposts on my back. Put them down there. Now what you got to say? And the worst thing about it is his audience will be like, oh, true, oh, yes, true, oh, facts, daddy, facts.
I'm just saying that. What if I was black and he just put a random black guy? He put Morgan Freeman in there.
Well, hey, on a level, if somebody put some, like, really famous actor who had been considered a sex symbol throughout the years and stuff, right, and was insulting me, I'll be like, hey, oh, all right, thanks, appreciate it. Let's go. You know, feeling kind of cute today.
there and said it was me.
What's this? Oh. 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 Interesting. Okay. I'm not even going to attach this to Saint either, right? I'm not even going to attach this to Saint. Interesting. What's this? What's this? What's going on here?
So Smeagol,
Oh, that's what's going on
did
there.
you want to stay?
Fucking Smeagol. Fucking Smeagol. Shit. Again, I'm not even going to attach that to Saint either. I'm going to keep the same energy. Just because somebody in CJ's server says something doesn't mean it's CJ saying or anybody else's either. Keep the same energy.
What if I was black out here trying to pretend that you care about black people, but then you proceeded to allow these messages to be in your Discord? And we actually have talked to some of the people and they're saying that they got kicked for other reasons. The ones that did get kicked, the ones that didn't get kicked are still there. The ones that used the N-word, the ones that insinuated the N-word. And you're trying to pretend that you care about black people. You're really out here trying to appeal to everybody. Maybe that Pharaoh's video, you didn't like it.
Because wasn't that like one of the big reasons why he was going after Zolme as well? Because that was being used in his Discord server by people. And Zolme said he'd allowed certain people to use it because there was black Americans. Again, not attaching a Discord statement to a person because I think it's totally unfair.
Right? And I just want to point out one thing. If maybe the whole black jokes wasn't enough, how about we move on over to another race also from St. Tontus's Discord?
Okay. Oh, okay.
But hold on, guys. How about if we
To be fair, it's the 21st century though, right? He can say anything about white people and nobody bats an eye, right? It's kind of crazy.
move on from race and we actually go towards sexuality? Let's look at some of the things people have to say regarding people that have different sexual orientations in St. Tontus's Discord.
Okay. Ooh, okay. Say it again, not attaching this to Saint, but it's quite ironic, isn't it, after we saw his reaction to CJ's video? You know, when he went into his server and he was like, ugh, this is just gay. I feel like I should be able to use slurs. What slur was you going to use, buddy boy? What was the slur you was thinking of? Little fella? Little geezer? Huh? What was the one that came to mind? You know? Okay. Again, not connecting these people to Saint. I'm just adding that context.
So now you're allowing people to drop slurs towards people of certain sexual orientations. And if that wasn't enough, St. Tontus, you allow people to smudge your friend's name, as you could see right there. Replace the slur with Tectone's name. Really? That's
And it really seems like going to bat for Saint. It's just not good for your health. It's just not good for your health.
the type of friend you are. The fact that Tectone still goes live on stream and says that he actually likes you as a person is insane. You want to say that I allow these people that say 1, 2 things, maybe 3 things, I don't know. Who knows, bro? It's been years that my Discord has been open, and that defines who I am as a person. What do these different things say about you? You allow people to...
We don't even need to see the things that other people have said to see what it says about Saint, right? We've heard him insinuate horrible things about genocide. We've seen him recoil at those pictures of CJ and then go on to a story about how he's been propositioned multiple times by gay men, and like, I'm super straight, by the way. You know, it was that says a lot more about the person than what somebody else says, for sure.
Use the N-word, insinuate the N-word. You allow people to say, cracker, I'm white, so I can say that. And then you allow people to say slurs towards gay people and people of the LGBTQ community. You allow that thing to be in your Discord like it's nobody's business. So what are we really talking about here? Who's the biggest racist or the biggest sexist or the biggest homophobe of 2026? Because according to you, these Discord messages that you like popping out define who we are as a person, right?
Yep.
Because these are the narratives that you...
It's worked before though, hasn't he? It's worked before for him, so why wouldn't he try it again, right? Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't moderate your community, but we are not corporations, and unless you're big enough to have an army of moderators, which I don't, I'm sure CJ doesn't, and I'm sure most content creators don't, they sort of moderate themselves. You can't expect that sort of quality control that they're going to be able to see every single potentially offensive thing that somebody said in the chat, right? It's just like, and then even if maybe, let's say, they did see it, right, and maybe they didn't act as they should have done or quick enough, it still doesn't apply intent to the person. And then you can jump from the logical thing of, well, he's clearly a racist then. It's such a wild jump. This is what I say sometimes with Saint, of where he goes, the line's there, and he just crosses it. It's not just like, I'm going to beef with this person and I'm going to pull them apart because I've got better points. It's, I'm going to poison the well, and I'm going to go after things that have nothing to do with it. What I'm also going to do, I'm going to attach other people's statements, even though I don't know their intent, and make it out that it's the content creator's intent as well, and they are that thing. It's not cool, man. This is why I say it's a really bad thing for the space, man. Just argue the point, or just don't bother, you know?
Like to paint, little boy. These are the narratives that you, little hamster on a wheel, little gerbil, little sunflower eating little gremlin, like to draw and paint for your community, your echo chamber, your little like groomed audience to actually listen to, and you think you're actually cooking. Dog, I have all of your stream from yesterday recorded. We're going to be reacting to it on stream tomorrow, because boy, oh boy, do you say some dumb stuff, and it actually makes me feel bad. It makes me feel bad how dumb you are. Saint.
Interesting.
It makes me feel pathetic that I'm engaging with anything with someone so stupid.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. I must admit, because as I say, this doesn't include me, so to speak, right? I have interjected myself into it, right? I have got involved. The reason I've got involved with this, one, Saint has made videos about me in the past, right? Without me ever talking to him about that stuff or mentioning him in the content that he went at me for, like everybody else, which is whatever. But I like involved myself in this, or spoke about the situation, is because it's a situation that makes the space worse, right? And this is coming from the dude, remember, he said if you don't speak about Enfield's Gacha system, it's like not speaking out against the Holocaust. So, I don't know, use that logic, Saint, and that's probably why people are getting involved who shouldn't be involved, I guess, right?
Stupid as you, whose audience is so stupid that actually allows you to be on here saying these stupid arguments, trying to paint people as racist. Bro, you throw around the word racist, sexist, homophobe, bro, all these things, PDF.
Yeah, okay. I thought he was going to miss that, because to me, that's the worst one he's been throwing around, right? Dude throws around these terrible accusations of people like they're nothing without considering the ramifications that they hold. These are serious things to accuse people of, right? And he throws it round as if he's saying, you're a hoyo shill. But he's not using the word hoyo shill. He's using the word PDF or racist. It's like, bro, your words carry weight, man. Especially with your audience. Just think for a second. Just think for a second. Turn the filter on and hold yourself, right? And then when you do let it slip, because you're human, and I don't, you know, I don't hate on you for that. I'm empathetic of being a human. Take some accountability when you say these terrible things. Stop pretending everybody's just imagining it, because they're not. These things,
bro, you throw these accusations out like they're just candy, bro. You don't ever consider what you have to say. Exactly. It is so pathetic that you actually go out of your way to do that. And I'm gonna be real, chat. Anybody that's watching this video, I want to let y'all know, Saint, because I am the...
You can tell when somebody's a streamer. Because even when they're not streaming and they're making a video or they make a post or a tweet, they're like, chat. We're so streamer-brained. We're like, yo, chat.
Better man than you. I don't blame you for your Discord messages from these people. I don't think that reflects who you are as a person. Because as a content creator, it is tough moderating all of that. Sometimes they just slip through the cracks through years.
Facts. Exactly what I've just said.
Years and hundreds and thousands of messages.
Yep.
I don't know, and I doubt that you're saying and promoting racism in your community.
Yep.
The same way I'm not promoting racism in my community. But I'm a grown man, and I'm not.
That's the thing as well. Like, in this space, man, you've got people from every walk of life, right? Like, I've got viewers from all over the place. Same as Saint has, the same as CJ has. So, like, even if you felt that way, why would you attempt to promote it in your spaces, knowing full well that people come from all these walks of life? It would just be stupid, wouldn't it? You know what I mean? It's not saying that stuff won't happen and doesn't happen in Discord servers and chats and stuff. It's just, if you catch it, try and deal with it. How can you hold the person accountable for it? You know, again, it's almost like saying, well, I ain't got no accountability, it's just my editor. That's different.
I'm going to allow you to paint me as a racist. Not someone like me. Someone that is half white, half Latin American, that grew up with a best friend that's Haitian and a best friend that's Jamaican.
He's from New York as well, into CJ. So, you know, he's going to have been brought up from a diverse background, right? It's like where I grew up, right? You know, I'm from the Midlands. It's like, it's incredibly diverse.
People that have been in my life have been of every single race, every single sexual orientation, and I will never stand by people that criticize any of those things in a human being. If that's how low you want to go, if that's how pathetic you want to be, by all means do it. We already know what kind of person you are. We already know what kind of person you are. Me, on the other hand, I ain't gonna blame you for all that. You want to pull up receipts of friends saying, oh, that's gay. Oh, that's a gay ass character, between friends that have been joking for years, and then say that that makes me a homophobic person.
As I say, we said this yesterday about that when Saint was like, he's being maliciously gay. It's like stuff that people said online back in the day. It's a little bit different when you're talking to friends. Well, that's the way I see it anyway. I'm not saying you should be being racist between your friends, but to be like, man, what are you being so gay for? It's not like, oh, dude, oh, you gay now, are you? Right. We got to stop being so sensitive about stuff like that as well, right? There's a difference between, and anybody with any brain can tell when somebody's saying it and there's no negative, malicious intent. It's just people having fun, right? And even people who are from certain communities get involved with it. There's a difference between, you know, weird reactions like how we saw Saint have. There's a definite difference there, you know? It's such a shitty space we've gone down with this kind of like scraping through people's discords and stuff in some way to win an argument. As I say, it's this desperate attempt to never catch an L. Even if I can't beat the argument, I'm going to find some way to poison the well, no matter what it takes.
By all means, if that tickles your fancy, if that makes you feel like you've won, like you're the greatest of all time, you need it. You need those type of feelings. You need those wins.
It's a good dude. CJ takes care of his mama. Love to see you.
Man, is your existence in this planet pathetic and insignificant, my boy. It is honestly sad, bro. At this point, it's not even about like who's winning and who's not. It's just about intervening in a dude's life who clearly needs some medical attention, bro. That's what it feels.
But this is what I say, this is what I mean, to me, this is what I feel like it's worth speaking on. And I hope more people do talk up about it. And I don't usually say this, right? And I understand why people wouldn't, because of it being Saint, and he's created an air of fear in the space. And I don't usually interject myself in between beef between content creators, because it's a bit cringe, right? Why am I a third party in here? It's got nothing to do with me. But this goes beyond the beef between two people, right? It involves almost the entirety of the space. There's somebody probably who makes content you can speak to who's been negatively affected or put on blast by Saint or his community, right? And some people have had atrocious things said about them as well. So, you know, that's why I think it is worth actually, you know, talking about what's been going on. Because I think it's important to the space, man. This space will be better if we stop this shit. And I'm not just talking about Saint here. I'm talking about when creators use this sort of stuff to win arguments. No, I get it. CJ is fighting fire with fire, and I've got no problem with that, because Saint needs somebody to have him fight fire with fire, because he's been playing the game with his rules for a long time. But CJ's like, all right, it's on my rules now, right? But But the space would be better off, man, if we stopped calling people PDF files, if we stopped insinuating people were racist because things other people said, if we stopped, like, attacking people over and over again just with the idea of destroying them because you got offended one time. It's pathetic, and it's really bad for the space as well. It's really bad for the space, and it makes all of us in EN look fucking stupid. And we do a good enough job of that as ourselves anyway, when we're just being goofy and silly and stuff. This makes us look terrible. It makes us look terrible.
Like,
all of us
you
as
were
well.
on stream saying that you won, trying to give all these creators an ultimatum, telling them that
wild.
They should reach out to you and take back what they said, because I am the biggest racist of all time. The biggest.
That clip's insane. You've got 24 hours to DM me or else. It's the same way as he kind of, what he did with Cap. You need to ban this person or there's going to be problems. Who talks like that? Who talks like that as a grown person? Listen, bud, you either do what I say or someone's going to be sleeping with the fishes. Like, again, it's this Napoleon complex, right? Like, who are you scaring? And I'm not even saying you haven't put people on blast before. You're not scaring anybody. Okay, this is what I say. It's a little man syndrome. It's a little man. There's, I don't know if you guys have this in where you're from, but people say this in Britain, right? Usually, when you're out and there's a leery person, it's usually the smallest bloke in the room because they've got something to make up for, right? You know, their bark's worse than their bite, saying, you know, that they've got to compensate, so they've got to make sure everybody knows I'm a fucking geezer in here. You know what I mean? And it's like, what are we doing? Why are we threatening creators, man? This is bully boy tactics. Doesn't matter what Saint says. I don't care if anybody. I don't know how people can watch it and not see it for what it is: manipulation, gaslighting, moving of the goalposts, attaching intent that other people have said things to content creators, twisting narratives, you know, and then saying crazy things. Like, it's just like, and there's people eat this up and think bro's like mega based. It's not good, man. It's not good, you know. Like, I feel sorry for some of the people in his chat sometimes. So I'm like, what is going on in your life that you eat this up like candy and then go out like with your marching orders? You know what I mean?
Racist because of these random messages. Oh, brigading that. How dare I act like I'm offended that you called me gay when I, between friends, have made jokes like, oh, that's gay. Oh, you're gay.
Right.
Really? When you saw a picture of me without a shirt, you acted disgusted, saying that it was gay and that's disgusting. Saying, yeah, that's disgusting. Yeah. I feel that I should have the right to drop some slurs.
Right. How can you, like, be pulling faces like, oh, look at this in this Discord. Somebody said you're gay, right? In a joking manner. After you've literally stood there and gone, this is just maliciously gay. Oh man, I feel like I should be able to say a slur right now. How can you say that and then follow up with the lack of self-awareness and think that him and somebody saying, you're gay, I guess I'm gay, is somehow comparable? You know? It's like, this is what I say. I think we've encouraged him for too long. Viewers, content creators, the algorithm, and it's created a monster who, because they've been surrounded by sycophants, has allowed him to think his shit don't stink. So even when he says stuff that he's got to be smart enough, because he is smart to know what he's doing, but then literally follow up with stuff that's just like, what? Pot? Kettle? Except you're doing it a million times worse. Like, crazy, man. Crazy. It's all about intent, right? Exactly. If you don't ban me from this chat, we're going to have problems. 24 hours. At least give me 24 hours, man. Come on. You know? I think that's the least I deserve, right? That's the least I deserve.
To drop some slurs. Meanwhile, me and my boy will be like, oh, you're gay. And I'm like, oh, you're gay. And I'm a homophobic racist according to you. Saint Tontus, you need a reality check.
Let me just say something here. Right. I'm not going to say specifically who, right, but I've got an incredibly close, well, I've got two family members who are gay, right? One's a woman, one's a bloke. And they are so chill like that. They'll say to me, like, man, you know, you're so fucking gay, like, you know, and joke around and like that because, you know, and obviously these are close family members as well. So normal people can be like that as long as the intent's not there, right? As you say, it's all about the intent. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's like, how can we not acknowledge that?
You need someone to step in for you. If anybody actually cares.
I'm a gay alcoholic according to a certain CC. Did he say, I heard the comment about something about you being an alcoholic. Did he call you a gay alky? What the fuck?
Cares about you, they need to step in. Because nobody in this gacha space actually cares about you, bro. You are ridiculous. You are absolutely ridiculous.
And that's sad if true,
And
right?
so many people.
Like, at the end of the day, like I've said this before, I'm cognizant of majority of the people I've met through YouTube are just people who there's lots of people I really like. Lots of people who come to my chat daily and in my Discord and I really like them. They're good people. Good peoples. There's probably only one person and a couple of others, but I don't speak to them anymore, who I became friends with through YouTube. Right. You know, genuine like friends where we've spoke about doing trips halfway around the world to meet up. And some of them have actually come to meet me and we've gone out and hung out and stuff. Right. So like there's that part of me that's like, that's kind of YouTube. Right. But it is a little bit sad that it feels like, again, the empathetic human part of me, right? Because I don't know what Saint's got going on in his life, right? But I feel like the way he is, now I'm being presumptuous here, and even if he ever says this, blast me for this, because I don't know, but it's like, I don't know, surely you've got some fulfilling things in your life, bro, to make you not be like this as a person. This bitter, this narcissistic, this nasty with such ill intent towards people, and you know you're ill-intended because you've stated it yourself about people like Maggie of wanting to get them out the community. You know what I mean? There's what's going on? You know, like like I said, I'd happily talk to anybody. And when I say I talk to Saint like this, I don't mean like, oh, let's get into a Discord and start beefing online. I mean, like, you know, you need some good people around you. I think you need some good people around you because it feels like maybe you, I don't know. Is this why you're the way you are? I don't know. I'm being presumptuous here and I shouldn't because this is getting personal now and it's not very nice.
Ran to go support him like dumb fucking dogs.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
Oh.
All right, I'll take it back a little bit. Dumb fucking dogs. We're dumb fucking dogs. Look at this country. You're a gay. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. Dude's reacting like that after he saw a picture with CJ with his top off and went, ugh, this guy's just gay. This guy's just gay. He's maliciously gay. Please don't tell me you're doing this, Saint. Come on, bro. You're fucking smarter than this, man. You're cooking yourself here. You are cooking yourself here.
Oh. Ooh, he thinks he found the Holy Grail.
Oh.
I think bro, he actually believes he got something, bro.
I don't think he does. I think sometimes with Saint, he knows this isn't the glue he thinks it is, but if he pretends it's the glue he thinks it is, he's got enough dented viewers who'll believe it's the glue that he's pretending it is. And then that, you know, a lie can go around the world twice before the truth ever gets out, right? What are we doing? What are we doing? It's also the fact that he says like it's gay, like a bad thing. Exactly. When he says it, there's like disdain in his voice, right? I'm super straight. Ugh. You know? Not the same thing here. And you're trying to equate. This is what I said earlier about how dude will minimize the shit he does, but maximize the stuff other people do. Him reacting like that to CJ, about him being maliciously gay. Ugh. I should throw slurs. Totally fine. Minimized. That doesn't matter. Somebody posting a Simpsons meme of Homer going, "You're a gay," You know, because that's actually in one of the episodes, I believe, as well. You know, this is Homer Simpson who went to a gym and went, all night game? What's a game? Oh, a game, right? This is not the same thing. This is not the same thing. And he knows it's not the same thing. I've said multiple times, I think Saint is an intelligent person. This is feigning ignorance. This is feigning ignorance.
Oh, no.
And once again, people, oh, look at this one. Look at this one. Zanny against CJ is now gay. You're so gay. Oh my God. We are just the most
Like, how is this the glue? This is not the glue bro thought it was. Man used to be the glue master, right? He used to be the glue master. This ain't the glue. This is clearly a different intent. And if you can't see that, I don't know what to say. You know? Don't know what to say. This is the same person who believes he's got such a witty intellect that he can make jokes and insinuate somebody's got a sexual proclivity towards minors. But hey, you thought that. You thought that. I know he doesn't believe this. I know he doesn't. I know he doesn't.
horrendous homophobic people in the history of the world, right? He said, CJ is now gay, and I didn't say, ew, you
He's
disgusting
maliciously
bastard.
intelligent.
How dare you call me gay? He said, you're so gay.
Bro,
And I guess
I love the way CJ says that. Why does it say like so warm and fuzzy?
how dare you call me gay? He said, you're so gay.
It's just funny because with the fire that CJ's been coming with recently, and like the beef, right, and the way he speaks, just to hear him say that like that, it's just like, why does that feel so warm and fuzzy?
And I guess that's just unacceptable by Saint Tontas. The absolute peak of respect towards the LGBTQ community, right? Him. The guy that respects women, men, gay women, lesbians, all of him. And this is the evidence he has.
I'm beginning to view his insistence that he uses Bobby Lee, an
Here we go, guys. Here we go. He's finally addressing the fact that I call him Bobby Lee, which, by the way, was something that people were calling him
So he
long
needs to look at the
before
definition
me.
of banter.
And I want you guys to tell me.
9/11 jokes are banter, man. Epstein jokes are banter, and if you attach that to Jen and Zad and all the other people in this list, that's on you. But then this, the lines just blur, and it's terrible. Weird how it works like that, right? Weird how it works.
Physically, forget race. Physically, does he or does he not look like Bobby Lee? Matter of fact, do yourself a favor. If you don't know who
Bro, even his own viewers call him Bobby Lee. Like, even his own viewers call him... Man, so many of his viewers call him Nami Pontas, right? Because of that fucking Nami Pon from Wuthering Waves. Like, this isn't specific to CJ here. It's not.
Bobby Lee is...
Bobby Lee's a legend. I love the Bad Friends podcast. Fucking brilliant.
Look
Like, to be classed as looking like Bobby Lee. Okay, all right, you know.
Bobby Lee right now on Google. I'll wait. And tell me he doesn't look like Bobby Lee. It has nothing to do with your race, Saint Tontas. Painting it as a race thing
but it's
is
not that
one
funny.
of the
True.
most stupid, pathetic, biggest grasp at straws you could have possibly done. It is so sad, bro. You look like Bobby Lee.
Nami Pon
Bobby
don't
Lee could
deserve
have
that.
been white, black, Latin American. And
As
if
an
you look-
Asian, if I got told I'd look like Bobby Lee, I'd say thanks. Right? Like I say, I've been told I look like so many different people over the years, and never once have I ever reacted in a like, what are you trying to insinuate there? Actually, what are you trying to insinuate? You know? It's grasping at straws. Bro's like, oh God, CJ, what do I do? Racism. Homophobe. Oh shit. Somebody else said something. He said it. Yes, I think I've got it. I've got the glue. You know?
look like Bobby Lee, you look like Bobby Lee. What the fuck does race has to do with anything? You're so weird, bro. You're so sad.
Asian guy.
There it is. Hold on. Let's go back like an inch.
Asian guy.
Guys.
I love how he's just
Look at the
breaking
two
Bobby Lee down just to an Asian guy. Was he, I missed what he said there. Was he just calling him an Asian guy? Was he saying it about himself?
Of those videos that is not the Arknights video. Look at those two pictures. Do they look alike? And by the way, Saint Tontus used to have long hair, so just imagine that dude without long hair. Do they look
Have even got the same facial hair? You know? Hey.
alike? Why are you trying to paint this as a racist thing, bro? Why do you, bro? You really have no ammo. You really have no ammo
like,
towards
do you know
me,
what was
my
really cringe? There was a bit towards the end of his stream when he just, after Tectone had got into the call, it felt like his shoulders lifted and he started insulting CJ about wearing a vest that is not even big. I think it's because some people had said, like, you know, he looks like he goes to the gym. And I think that he didn't like that. And he started going, you know, to get big shoulders, like it takes work. And I know exactly what exercises you haven't been doing and I can tell, like, and it was just like, what are we doing here? You know? Why are you looking into bro's shoulders so much for, bro? Huh? What you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing, Saint? Why are you such an expert on? You can tell when a dude's been working on his delts. You know when he's been doing his flies. You know when he's been doing his flies, eh? You know when he's been on the, he's been on the shoulder press. Yeah, you know when he's been doing some shrugs. Yeah, some lateral raises, some front raises. Yeah, been on the cable machine. Okay, all right, I'll see.
This is how down bad and how low you gotta go.
And so many people ran to go support him like dumb fucking dogs. Guys, what are you doing with your career? To see...
The thing is, though, Saint, as well, you've got to understand, yeah, I think there was only 2 people who come into that voice call. Well, probably only one that you could talk about having a career. It's probably Box, right? Because Box is a successful streamer, I believe, right? I don't know too much about Box, but as far as I'm aware, I think he's quite a big deal, right? I'm sure he gets a lot of viewers watching his streams, right? You'll have to let me know. EO gets views, right? But, like, EO's, like, on and off all the time. Like, he's not a consistent content creator, right? You know what I mean? Everybody else ain't paying the bills. So, not everybody views this thing as a career. It's all about numbers. To Saint, all about numbers. And it was clear the way he was speaking to Cap, you don't matter to me anymore, you know? And then he even said, she's making a mistake by doing this because we have a lot of viewers that watch each other. Shouldn't you care more about that your friend's upset and you've threatened her? Because that's what I'd care about. I'd be like, fuck, I've been a bad friend. But no, dude's like, I've got to come out of this looking good for my viewers. Because guess what? Cat probably cared about you a million times more than even your most, like, in-deep viewer. Right? Because this is why he's so scared of catching L's. Because I think once he starts catching L's, those viewers will not care anymore. They won't care anymore.
This and decide, hey, I'm going to go get on call with this guy. Guys, I'm going to go get on call with this guy and tell him he's actually doing stuff right.
And the thing is, I'll even give VXV credit here, right? A lot of people were shitting on V in the chat because he was trying to play the neutral side. He was kind of trying to, like, call CJ on some of his stuff and defend Saint a little bit. So not everybody was in there just saying Saint good, Saint bad, CJ good, right? You know, even EO come in and EO was like talking about the situation, but even he says, like, you know, me and Saint have squashed our thing. Like, it wasn't like everybody was in there just to shit on Saint. Like, what I noticed yesterday when he saw that people was in a chat, right? It's almost like he was on the outside watching in. He was like, this isn't how it's supposed to be. I'm the one who knocks. I'm the one who sets up the Discord call. You come to me. The idea that even if you're not wholeheartedly against me, the fact that you went in there, you're not allowed to do that. It's you know, I am the one that knocks. But it appears you're not really, are you?
We're the CCs. Guys, I told you I'm leaving room for CCs who might regret their takes to go DM me. Otherwise, I'm going to assume you support all of this if you hopped on call with him.
So not only using the weakest of arguments to insinuate CJ being racist and homophobic, the same connections that could be flipped and used on him, although we shouldn't, only Saint's doing that, right? Using those weakest attachments, he's now then doing a logical jump of somebody said to me in a Discord makes you racist. Oh, if you even come to talk to him, now you're racist. Do you see what we mean about the manipulation? This is what people are talking about with the manipulation, because Satan's American, right? And this is a thing that I think's starting to come to an end in the West. For a long time in the West, and if you're a real racist, right, you fucking suck. But in the West, it was being called an ism was like, especially for a white person, was the it's one of the scariest things that could happen to people, right? You know, people was throwing it around as a way to shut down conversations, but it's starting to come to the point now. And this is where, you know, when you use a word too often, it becomes meaningless, because when you need to use it when it actually has meaning, people tend to go, shut up. I hear that thrown around all the time, right? And that's what Saint's been doing. Saint keeps using these pejorative terms to throw around at people consistently that they have no meaning anymore. And to insinuate, where especially VXV and EO ain't even white. Box 2 ain't even white, is he? You know, so it was like, it was a multicultural, multiracial call. So, one, like, what are we doing? You know, again, as I say, reaching beyond belief.
And told him he's doing a good thing. And told him you support him. I'm assuming you're supporting all of this as well. Surprise! We're being attacked by another racist guy. Literally, a factually proven racist is attacking us again.
See, it's this thing. If you repeat the statement, it's what is he? It's the line of the party, I think. Is this from 1994? Repeat the lie over and over again until people don't believe their own eyes. You know? I said he's racist because I've got the most tentative, weak connections that are not evidence in any way. I've proven it. And not only have I proven it, it's a fact. It's a fact. There's 4 lights. There's 4 lights. Or is it there's 3 lights? There's 3 lights. There are 4 lights. There are 4 lights. You know?
Hated by racist people. You got this.
You're not hated by racist people, Saints. You're hated by people because you keep attacking people. And you've said horrible things about people. You've insinuated people are criminals. You've insinuated people are racists. You've said atrocious things about people because they have differing viewpoints of you on video games, for fuck's sake. That's why there's a lot of people out there who actually hate you. I don't hate you. I think you're a fucking knobhead, though. And you're totally unaware of the situation. You're so lost in the sauce of playing to your idiot audience. I feel like we've seen some dumb shit coming out of CC's mouths over the years, yeah. This takes the cake, man. Takes the cake. Actually takes the cake. You know? Let me just close that down there, you know. As this is his facts for why CJ's a racist. Saint server. So Saint's just proven by his own logic that he's also a racist as well, right? Okay. GG, Saint. You fucking played yourself.
Shit going unpunished on your server, and then you proceed to drop the Bobby Lee thumbnails. It's a wrap. I'm sorry, bro. You are
Bro's just like, you know, mic drop. Look at me. Mic drop. I'm so cool. I'm so cool. Yes. I love myself, I do. I'm gonna go jerk off in the mirror later. Oh, God. It's over. Fucking idiot.
racist. It's over, bro. I'm sorry. You're racist against Asian people. That's why you're doing this. It's proven. Every person who jumped on call with him. The list is really big, and every person who's been publicly supporting him.
You know what you should start to do in life. This is a thing for anybody, right? This is a thing for anybody. Always stick up for yourself. Always stand up for yourself, right? But if you go through life and you keep finding yourself in bad situations and having bad experiences with people over and over and over and over and over, it's time to start thinking, am I the problem here? Right? this is for anybody, right? Now, I'm not saying that you should take shit from people who are just being shitty in your life, because sometimes people can go through life and have really shitty people surrounding them and do terrible things to them, right? But at some point, when you keep having issues, you've got to look and go, as a human being, and this is to better yourself, right? What can I learn from this? I'm having every job I've gone to, I'm falling out with people. Every friendship, every relationship. Surely I've got to be reflective and introspective of myself here and be like, nah, it's everybody else. I'm amazing. What? Come on. I'm brilliant, man. It's everybody else, man. They're morons. They're dogs. They're dogs. Hacks. Talentless dogs.
Guys, they're all gonna take some damage. Congratulations, you now work for a weapons manufacturer. That is killing...
Okay, I think I might have seen this in Foxhole stream.
Manufacturer.
Hold up.
Him. Guys, they're all gonna take some damage. Congratulations, you now work for a weapons manufacturer. That is killing kids in, like, I don't know, a random third world country. Congratulations, that's your new job. Maybe do a little bit of research because before you throw your hat in the ring with
Hold on a second. I need to digest this. So, by getting into the call with CJ, you're tantamount to working for a weapons manufacturing company that's dropping bombs on children in a third world country. I said this before. Saint has the worst analogies. Not talking about Enfield's Gacha is like not speaking about the Holocaust. Speaking to CJ, you're basically murdering children in the Middle East. We created a monster. We got... Oh. What's the mental logic here? What? I'd love to know. You know what that mean? What's going on inside a brain? Like... Bro, stunlock me. Bro, I'm genuinely stunlocked. Santontas is a smart person, Pixel Tree. Sant uses extreme causes to explain things, right? Yep, exactly. Here, let me talk about how people joining CJ's server are tantamount to murderers. Let me react atrociously to him with his top off, make quite malicious statements that definitely sound quite homophobic in the reaction, then talk about how you're super straight and talk about your trauma about being propositioned by gay men. Like, what the fuck are you doing, bro? I don't know where you're hanging out. And let me insinuate that people are sexual deviants and criminals and lawyers and rats and all this. But if you get into a call with him, you're a murderer. You are an absolute disgusting human being who drops bombs on little children. What is that analogy? What is that analogy? I feel like Enfield's hitting with a massive debuff. Honestly, Enfield has hit Saint with a massive debuff. Look, don't get me wrong, over the time, yeah, dude's had some wild statements. I feel like all the logics just fell apart recently.
Somebody. You fucking dipshits. The second you got this shit going unpunished on your server, it's over, bro. It's proven. It's proven.
Let me just click back to that, right? That's his proof. And obviously, these images here are from Saint server, not from CJ server. So, by his logic, it's over for him, right? It's proven as well.
Going unpunished on your server? It's over, bro. It's proven. It's proven.
That person's spelling it out. F-A-G, but it has 6 letters on.
Just putting this in here.
Hold on. So what did that say?
It's proven.
Saint Tonta's 3 favourite battle cards. Racist. Boo. Get better material. Rat. PDF. I gotta sit down for that. Oh, man.
Just putting this in here so when Saint Tontus sees the title, he doesn't say I'm defaming him and look how I'm attacking him with false claims. Meanwhile, he uses this exact same title on someone else.
Yep. Yep. Hey, looks Fox. Wow. I apologise for that, guys. It's 10-3. I was supposed to be playing the game. I don't know how long we've been watching this video. I do apologise. Because I know there's a lot of people, and rightfully so, in my community, who don't want to watch Saint. And I do apologise. I do. I honestly do apologise because I see it now. I honestly see it now. I do. I have known the dude to be an unsavoury character for quite a while in the things he said about people. But I genuinely get some of the disdain now. You know? I get some of the disdain because he's quite a detestable person. I don't say this stuff often about people, right? I do not hate him, but he's quite detestable. You know, his actions are actually detestable. Like, to walk around saying the things he says about people and then to act the way he's been acting. Yo, what's up, Renegade? Were you happy, bro? Were you happy? He sees the light. Can we have some cake now? I could do with some cake, actually. I need to cleanse the palate. I tasted, smelled shit. I hate him low key. I hate him high key. Tell me in the DMs. All right, buddy. Let me know when you've pinged me. Yeah. It almost feels bad to play Endfield after that, honestly. Oh, like, I'm genuinely, like, I think I need a cup of tea. I think I need a cup of tea, chat. Oh, no, I won't. I think I need a cup of tea. Like, holy cow. I haven't, no. I'm going to get Helliger. I'm going to get Helliger with my 6R, I think. The gacha space will be better if you stop making content at least what it currently makes. I'm not the person. I don't want to see Saint excommunicated because I don't think it's upon us to decide as judge, jury, and execution. Well, I suppose as viewers you can decide who to watch, right? Well, I don't want that because I'm always the type of person of like, for me, right, it'd go a long way if you just apologise to Genozad. Like, because that was the worst thing I think he's potentially done. Like, he's harassed a lot of creators and stuff, right? But I think the stuff he said about Genozad was like... It's shocking, like. It's just shocking, isn't it, like? Do you know what I mean? 1 million total! Dude, killing it, man. That's a new channel as well. Bro has been killing it recently. Guys, you know, if you want, Enfield stuff, especially... regarding base stuff, he's your guy. He's your guy, man. Oh! Fucking hell, bro. Happy for you, bro. Happy for you. Yeah, not jealous. Are we buffering? It's not on my end. I'm actually not dropping frames. I'm actually not dropping frames. You're lagging. That's YouTube. Refresh. Refresh. It's not me. It's not me. YouTube. It's YouTube. I've not dropped any frames, and I think Twitch is fine. It's YouTube. This might be more than just frames. Fuck. Okay. All right. Let's move to Enfield. I'm gonna make myself a cup of tea as well, though, guys. All right. I need a British buff. Right. I need my cup of tea. I need my cup of tea. It fixes everything. Because, like, listen, I know I've just been... Because you don't see me going on content creators often, right? And usually if I disagree with a content creator, I'll disagree politely, respectfully, and move on. And I'll usually even try and play devil's advocate to understand where somebody's coming from, right? I don't enjoy doing this. This is not what I enjoy doing, honestly. I know you might think it, right? And I know some people are like, trying to get views. I don't give a fuck, right? Honestly, I don't enjoy it. It's not what I started a YouTube channel for, right? I like video games, man. I like talking about video games.
Arknights.
I need to come down, right? I like a good cuppa, man. Yeah, good lad, good lad, good lad. Now, hot cocoa is better. I really need hot cocoa. Good cup of tea, man. Good cup of tea. You know, good cuppa. You're having pizza. Oh, what pizza are you having? So yeah, I'm sure as well. There's a lot of people who've been lurking, who are minions of Saints. Hi, by the way. I hope one day you wake up from your summer, you know? Maybe in a few years' time, because you're probably young. Most of his viewers probably are. You'll wake up and look back at this and go, shit, damn. That was a odd time. Alright, guys, give me a second. I'm just gonna make myself a cup of tea, have a pee, and we will continue on. We'll probably just muddy about today. I have been doing a little bit of grinding off stream because I do want to get ready for endgame, right? And I haven't been streaming the game enough. But yeah, we'll use our selector. I still need to build my team around Helliger, actually. I'm probably going to go Helliger, Leviathan, maybe Chen, Enmin, maybe? You reckon? I don't know, I ain't tried that team yet because in the beta I only had Helliger. So I didn't use Leviathan. I had Enmin, I think it was Enmin, Chen, Pan with him. That actually worked quite nice. But alright, 2 secs.
with me?
Welcome to Endfield Industries.
got me cup of tea. Oh, boys. It's good. Good. It's good, man, I'm telling you. Fucking good. Go bad for Captain Cabinets. I do. You know, like I say, I'm a human being, man. I'm empathetic to people. And, you know, when you see people going through it. Man, there was even part of me that almost felt sorry for Saint at the end of his stream. And then I remembered all the things he'd said. Yo, casual. Hey, man, fucking good job. Good job. Fucking chair, man. Let's go. The chair says thank you. Says you're really kind. He appreciates all the kind comments that you guys make when I decide to leave the room. So, yeah. The chair says W, just casual gamer. I appreciate it though, dude. I really do appreciate it. Alright. Sit down. I'm a... Man, you know, if I was freaking had the same sort of attitude as Watsy, I'd have been getting gassed up yesterday, man. I was getting glazed yesterday, guys, in streams. Not because I make good content, but we'll just get commenting on my shoulders. Oh, is this our compensation for our level ups? What's this then? Where we go? Oh, sweet. Shit. Fuck, we got a lot. Okay. Sweet. Oh shit, my storage. Oh, it's a good to your storage slots. Okay. Sort that out in a second then. Alright then. Let's claim this bad boy then, shall we? Let's claim this bad boy. I'm assuming is that going to my valuable stash? Here we go. Designation selection permit. Use this to designate and acquire one of the following 6 stars. 6-star operators are Delia, Pogranachik, Last Right, Ember, or Li Feng. How is it you say his name? Is it Li Feng or Li Feng? You need to clear your backpack. I know, yeah. I really want to be fair. Give saying something. Just there's just something. Saying's pretty much 100% in the wrong. Yeah. Li Feng. Yeah, like I say. America! Yo, Dedo, thank you for the 5, my guy, man. Legend. Guys, as well, anybody who likes Arknights or Endfield and just likes chill streams, man, with a good dude, you should check out Dead End as well, man. Good guy, man. Good guy. It's actually been a pleasure to meet Dead End, actually. He's definitely worth checking out. Is he the dude in the red? Yeah. You know, you want Li Feng again. Li Feng. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one, Kathy. There's no wheel here, unfortunately. Yeah. Can't bring democracy. We ain't got nothing for you. Alright, I think we do just go hell again. Like, I do really like the look of Last Right though, man. I'm not gonna lie from what I've seen now, but like, yeah, I want my boy. So we're getting my boy. I need those shield guards in my life. Pause. I need those shield guards in my life though. Let's do it then. Progress because we got Ardelia, we got Ember, we got Li Feng. It's only Last Right in him, really. So yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Open, baby.
Pogranachik, Rhodes Island operator and officer serving the Order of Steel Oath. We brought in for duty.
The aura, man. The aura. Dude just farms it right.
I respectfully request a brief on your battle plan at your earliest convenience.
It's the thing, like with Endfield, man. I think he's a really good example of like the detail in the outfits. Just look at the detail in the outfit. Like, it's actually insane, right? And like most of it looks like genuine, like 3D assets as well, right? Rather than just textures. Like, just look at these different textures here on the outfit, where it goes from like the black sort of leather into this like threaded like style into the different color, and then into like the almost like the belt leather again, and then all this detail around his outfit and the his whip sword and stuff as well. It's insane. It's actually insane. I can't wait to see future, you know, like ones we haven't seen in the game at all. like future ops that just come out of the blue. I can't wait to see those. Yeah, but it's 3:10, so we ain't gonna get massive amounts done today, guys. I'll probably end up playing a bit off stream later, if I'm honest, as well. So I've been enjoying playing a bit off stream. I do need to lock in now, though. I haven't been playing anywhere near as much as I would like. Because, yeah, there's just been shit going on. Let's go send a message to Andre then, shall we? Do I need to actually speak to him in here? Yeah, okay. What happened here? I'm never really that interested in these, if I'm honest. You know, these sort of things in games that trigger me. I'm just like, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. You're welcome. What's this here? Andre, someone's looking for you. Refugee camp. He wants to help out at the outpost and asked us to put in a word. Stubbs alive. Best news a week. Okay. Okay. Alright then. Make amethyst parts and put them in the backpack. I'm sure I've got some amethyst parts lying around. Yeah, I can just chuck some over from the what's it, can't I? Who are you going to pull out of the upcoming characters? I don't know, if I'm honest. Who's the character that looks a bit like Tallulah? Don't disrespect the Pan. The Pan's the man. The Pan is the man. Dad Panda is the man. Give the parts to Andre. Andre? Is it Lycia? Yeah, I really like the cover. If anything, I want an electro unit. Because at the minute, obviously, I'm running, there you are. I'm running the Ardelia, Arknight, Perlica, Avuemen team, and I'm really enjoying it. But I would like to throw a nice 6-star electro unit in here, and whether, depending on what the unit's kit is, we decide who we switch out there and then, like. But, yeah, that's kind of what I'm waiting for. Since I ain't got to Wooling, I ain't too sure of the names of these characters. Looking forward to learning it, though. Here are the parts you need. There you go, buddy. Thank you so much. Stocks are running low, so we have no choice but to borrow from your production line for a whirl. Hey, don't make a habit of it, bro. These parts look really intricate. Is there anything in the camp that can use them? You'll find out soon enough. Let's head over right now. Fangi's definitely going to be Electro 6-star. Is she the one with like the power fist?
All right, friends. Here comes the
I'd be down to
materials.
pull for her because she looks cool. If it's the one I'm thinking of. Cell managed to reach 7 million damage. Bro, my damage is fucking... I'm still running purple gear at the minute and like not even maxed out essences or anything like that. Or maxed out characters even. No, power fist is me through. Okay. So which one? Who is he? Let me look. Let me know. So I don't know who I'm. Zhang Fangyi. Oh shit! Yeah. Fuck yeah. If she's Electro, fucking buzzing. This one. Sui looking one. Yeah, okay. Even better. Yo, if she's gonna be Electro, oh, I'm buzzing. I'm absolutely buzzing. It's perfect for me then. Watch it be nature. Yeah, I'm happy about that. If she is, then definitely. I'm definitely pulling her. Okay, not Momo. Alright friends, here comes the materials.
We brought all sorts of stuff. Building specs are quite different here. Look.
Yeah, I haven't done a single pull on the limited banner apart from the, you know, the specific certables.
No wonder we couldn't find any spare parts to repair that trailer. See? Yeah, we need a professional for jobs like this. They can spot the problem instantly.
Ah, don't say that. At least we got everyone settled down. It's time to rebuild what was destroyed. All this tech will come in useful.
Andai, my man. How did you make this trip? Just sending the parts and materials over would have been enough.
Oh,
Bro on the right looks like he's desperate for a poo.
I know what you're up to. Now that you're
Come
around,
on, stop talking.
I'm
crowning.
buddies along. They'll give you some logistics capacity.
These machines look pretty expensive. The parts as well. What are you planning to do with them?
I don't intend to just sit around and wait for the supplies to arrive. Since we've got plenty of space, I'm going to set up a proper workbench. This will let us make some simple tools and take on minor repair jobs. We got enough parts to fix and repair the bots. Since I got all this time on my hands, I can probably take an apprentice. A skilled assistant might be helpful later on.
An apprentice? Stop.
And Chen's so beautiful.
Are you gonna make Dewey...
Just to play it straight with you, the UW was quite disappointed in the brand.
Every time the else on screen was
10
slipped
years,
down.
It was nothing but trouble. And every time he made an improvement, he would quickly lose patience.
That's fair, Neil.
There's no salvaging a hopeless wreck. But Dewey can still tell good.
So prefer old Chen. That's fair.
I owe him
That's fair.
for saving my life.
They're totally different characters, aren't they?
I
So
guess he deserves another chance.
you're either gonna like one or the other. To be fair, I actually quite like both. But no, I understand that. Here's your chance to do it. It's just beautiful as well. Like, but I do like her as well. Oh yeah, actually, I'm going to.
If the old man isn't bothered by having a scoundrel apprentice, then I've got nothing to say. So yeah, I'll take the offer. Thank you.
Ha!
NPCs look so good in this game, don't they?
All right, let's end the chit-chat and start working already.
So, I'm going to make a video, actually. I might start making it later. About the Certa side quests and how, whether naively or not, whether it's too much of an early assumption, has made me confident in the actual writing for this game now, because I've been quite critical of the writing, specifically the writing around the ending as well. And that story was a joy to play through. For one, I think it was a good little story. Nothing mind-blowing in Arknights, in regards to Arknights, right? If you look back at the original game. But it's I really enjoyed it, man. Specifically the relatability and the character building and the personality that we get from the enemy. Ah, I loved it. I loved it. She's so likable when she's voiced more and writ the way she was writ. Like, I really hope we get that in the main story, because like there were so many times when I was just like, dude, I love the ending. I actually love the ending. I just want more of it. You know what I mean? What did you want me to do? Is it want to? I need to get to the infrastructure. What was I supposed to do? Do you want me to level up or something? I wasn't paying attention to what it wanted me to do. I think we're just done, right? I wasn't reading chat. I was too busy waffling. Alright, let's get to the infrastructure. Get to the infrastructure. Go to the original size park to complete. Okie dokie. What we got? Oh shit. Dude, I'm not ready for this round yet. I need to build it up, man. I need to build it up. Your factory kind of sucks. Oh yeah, dude. My factory's slacking. I'm not the big factory dude. Like my main hub's not terrible. Like, hold up, we'll come back in a sec. It's not great, right? It's not great at all. Like, it's not the worst. I think in terms of space, like, I don't think it's terrible. It could be much better, right? And we obviously haven't built everything out, but yeah, it's not the worst. It's not the worst, but That one is terrible. I ain't even bothered doing anything with it, so yeah, fair. Alright, okay. Alright. Need to level it up. Oh, does he actually want me to level it up, does he? You already got the factory set up? I'll say one thing, ZCZ does very well with his NPCs. You've seen that I am your savior, Emin, and worrying about if that was actually her in the past. Yes! Like, got a question in herself, right? Questioning whether she was capable of doing it, worried about what she was, what she's supposed to be. Then both kind of like, you know, bigging each other up. And even though I'm not a fan of amnesiac MCs, I loved the reference it with a little bit of like silliness, you know? And them kind of like bonding off their lack of memories, you know? Yeah, what I'm gonna do over the next week, obviously the run up to the end game, I'm gonna obviously be streaming more, and hopefully all of the crap that's going on now blows over. I'm sure it won't, so I don't really want to talk about it again, but we'll probably be forced to. And I know I did insert myself into the situation, but I thought it was necessary to a degree. I'll be playing plenty off stream as well, because I just like this game, so it's not a game that I'm just gonna play only on stream. So yeah, I want to, by the 12th, I want to be caught up, ready for endgame, right? So, story-wise, I think we're almost done with Valley 4 now. But, you know, like, because I haven't even left Valley 4 yet, and I'm like level 49. You know, I have been doing a lot of busy work in the game. I just haven't really been making, like, major progress in certain things. We need to build Walmarts. From the new leads provided by the administrator, there remains a chance that 3 missing souls yet live. No trace of their remains have been found to confirm their end. What's more, the landbreakers that seized their equipment show no signs of having crossed blades with them. I've drilled into the patrols, scour every corner, even a scrap of glue about the 3. I can't even talk. Once things settled a little, I trekked back to where they vanished, combing the area again and again. Nothing, not a single trace. The only spot left unplumbed is the landbreaker hive, where those things swarm thickest, but they couldn't possibly be hiding there, and I certainly can't risk the lives of the patrol teams. Do you know one thing in the Certa side quest as well, that they spoke about the things that are worse than the landbreakers as well, and they got swarmed, and we were like, whoa, what is that then? And they're potentially talking about collapsals, hive mind. Okay. So to bro over here.
Warning. This area is subject.
Yeah, I know. I need to fight him. I know.
Greetings.
Yeah, Renegade's guides are brilliant. If you really want to build your factory out, he's the guy to go to, man. He's built like mega bases and stuff. I'll be honest. I've been trying to build my own stuff. That's why it's shit. I'm not a great factory builder. That's what it is, right? But I enjoy doing it. I do enjoy doing it. It's cathartic, man. It is cathartic.
Uncle Pan, we found out that Noffman is still trying to track down.
Ruling's definitely got some promise with what's being set up. That's good then. That's good.
Go?
Yeah, I want to try and get that video up in the next couple of days. I'm hoping don't get derailed by other stuff, because I really want to talk about that, because
it wouldn't be starting another wide chase.
I think it was
the crewmates say that
really
you're
cool.
preparing to install some hardware on the watchtower. Is there anything we can help with?
We can definitely help, Uncle Pan. Ask away.
Let me think. Chen, can you help the crew with the muscle work? As for Supervisor Perlica, can you help monitor the AIC factory?
How can you not love the pan?
Crewmates are used to their UWST machinery and tend to apply excessive force when operating machines.
No problem. Endman, we'll be right back.
Have you seen the pan sprint animation? Fucking sick.
The UWST crew is a reliable lot and works extra hard. This major undertaking got off to a fast start, and we've already made a strong progress.
A major undertaking?
Ah, yes. It's what we mentioned last time. We plan to mount a signal receiver on the watchtower. Hey, I know where he went. Noffman wants to salvage an ARTS unit from the old base station and convert it into a signal receiver.
226. I read his notes. He has a dismantling plan.
That's right. However, the refuge point has
What's
no
he cooking,
one to
chat?
spare.
What do you reckon he's cooking
And
there?
we cannot afford any more delays. Northman probably ran off to the control center on his own. He's got keys to the place.
Okay, he's got some original slug stew on the go.
We better head over and check things out. That thing isn't so easy to dismantle. We're gonna give him a hand.
No one in here reads all. What I tend to do, you know, all those little bits and pieces like that, I read them off stream, I do. I always think that, like, nobody wants to sit and watch me read stuff. I love the little lore bits in this game, I do. I'm a master of the dismantling mode. What's he cooking in there, man? It just looks like vegetables, doesn't it? Fair, he's a panda, right? Pandas don't eat meat, do they? They mainly eat... What is it that pandas mainly eat now? Bamboo. Pandas love bamboo, yeah. X-Files was such a good series. Yeah, X-Files is great. X-Files is great. I need to connect my, my other watts. It'll be here, actually.
Something dangerous is up ahead. We better be fully prepared.
Connect that up in a bit, actually. Mate, my waifu from OG AKSW. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, man. Give me some, like, Inez action. Give me some Ascalon. And if you give me Lappy, I'll become the guard dog of Enfield. No, I'm joking. I won't do that. But, yeah, Royce. Boys and girls, man, if they can give me Lappy.
Damn it! I'm a blasted fool. A blight-brained, good-for-nothing.
Especially if it was Lappy Alta.
If I break this,
Frostleaf. Yes.
I'll never find them. And those land breakers are still around. Blightery! Stop the fire! Stop burning already! Vitalos, stop!
Man, I'd even go as far to say, I worry that it's a cheapen the moment in Arknights, but
if I were you,
patient would be fucking good, right?
By disengaging the bottom connector.
Bro, Lappy in Endfield, bro, fold straight away. Straight away. That shit's getting fucking swiped.
The circuit of the main arts unit. The bottommost unit is used to modulate output fluctuations of the other two.
It's true, but we're out of time. The thing is smoking already. In the heat.
Slowly, steady your hands, and avoid touching the other arts units. You don't want to cause interference shots between the circuits. That's right. Slowly, no need to panic. Keep the cool.
Bro, Panda looks so
really
fluffy.
Mr. Japan, look. Only the support unit burned out.
Looks
the
so
main arts
fluffy.
unit is still intact. I can still use this. It's a perfect fit for the blueprints I'm working on.
Don't celebrate just yet. We only dismantled a third of this piece of hardware. The two spore arts units have become unstable. I will get it fixed. We need someone to keep their eyes on the thermostat. Temperature must be stable during repairs, or this whole thing will
Is there a
burn
day left
itself
on the banner?
into
I
slag.
haven't even checked, man. Honestly, I haven't interacted with the premium banner at all. I pulled the couple of Certa pulls and that's it. Leave it to the tools.
Okay, do anything you can to keep the temperature stable.
I'll look first. Want this. I won't forget about it. It's over there as well. Got an alt over there as well, haven't we?
Only by walking upon the land can we truly appreciate every breath
Tune the
and
device.
pulse of life. And this is what Enfield is
Trying to.
fighting for.
Hey, do you want me to tune it? Do I need to hit it? Oh, I actually just need to hit it. Oh, gotta keep it within the green. Ah, okay. Sorry, my bad.
Mr. Japan,
my bad.
Are you all right?
My bad. I didn't know he was doing that.
Slow and clumsy. Quick, we can't leave this half down.
No, that's too dangerous. We can't risk your life for this. I'll dismantle the last unit. I've studied your moves. I got it all down in my mind.
Okay, buddy. Okay.
I've got to hit this one up now. Talk to Noffman. What up, bro? Did it or dismantled it? Very impressive. Let me have a look at it. Perfect, totally usable. Keep it safe. We still have to mount it on the signal tower. Okay. You alright? Just flesh wounds and scratches. They'll heal with 2 proper meals. Technical work, you know? You got clumsy without practice. Well, I did. By the way, Mr. Depan, how did you, with just one glance, figure it out? I actually wasn't so sure back then. Huh? It's windy. I haven't handled UWST machines for quite a while, but Originium base stations are rather similar to each other. Experience, boy. It's the experience talking. Are you already dismantled? Also, you already dismantled half of it when we got here. I just took my chances and gave you my best advice. Whatever you say, you made all this all happen. I wouldn't have done it alone. Mr. Depan, you're not just an ordinary chef, right? Oh, come on, of course I'm an ordinary chef. A poor, sad chef stranded in Valley 4. Let's go. Everyone's waiting for you. I like fandom, man. Furnished up pretty impressive growth over the last 30 days. When I planted the crystal seed, an excited scientist told me that the Originium can be harvested every 12 days with this cultivation method. If the test results turn out great, this is just 2 days shorter than the original process, but I call it a good start. Though we're not really low on Originium, we need better Originium in the long run. The scientist also told me that she's coming up with a highly efficient and automated Originium farm. Plant the seeds in the morning and you'll be harvesting the golden crystals by night. I told her that she's dreaming, but then I dreamed of mountain-sized crystal clusters in the following night. Clusters that are even bigger than the great Originium oak I saw in the videos. Alright then, I guess I'll work with her and turn this dream into reality. Alright, let's go. I swear they made this easier. What, what's it there? We've already met it with the security bureau personnel next to the tunnel. That attacking that, tuna thing. Oh shit, we're gonna be here for ages again, chat. I don't know what it is with these things, man. I swear, as soon as I start second guessing myself, we have trouble. Oh, as well, do you know what I did? You know, the one where there's like the multiple of them. I went through that fucking quick. There was only one that I struggled on for a couple of minutes. You know, when there's like... Oh, I forgot what it is now. It's on the way towards the tree. You know, the tree. You know, when there's just like multiple of them. You have to get through all of them. I'm surprised myself. I actually got through that quite quick because I'm usually fucking trash with these in the game now. It's just it's not my forte, man. It's not my forte, chat. I'm really bad at it. Really, really bad at it. Brain does not work so well with this stuff for me. I don't know why. No, I'm gonna wait a second before I take any what's it's from you. Not just yet. No, that's not right. It felt right. It felt right though, chat. It felt right. It can't be right, can it? Right either. There's always some shape as well, yeah. I don't believe it on. Do you know what? I think I actually recorded it. I'll find it out. I think I actually recorded that because I was like, no one's gonna believe this. Honestly, I think it was just the one I got a little bit stuck on. Took me a few minutes. But I thought to myself, as I was going through this, I really should do this on stream because no one will believe me. Oh shit! It's fucking Saint, man. He's watching us. This crate contains preventative suppressants. Give yourself one shot every week. People still run the risk of contracting neuropathy when kindling the furnace. Be careful.
Hey. Hey.
It's kind of where it's supposed to look. Most of the time, I'll just go off the shape. I'll just bang the shape and then it usually is pretty much on. Do you know when I'll start fucking up? He's gonna start looking at the numbers and then I go off there and then it just seems to descend into being an idiot. We have a bedboard. Wayne's cutting on the bottom half of the dining room hot walls. Backed it with a 1/4 inch drywall and 1/2 inch instead of 1/2 inch. Yeah, the Dijang is heavily locked behind story, right? Yeah. Feels a little bit restrictive if I'm honest, I'm not gonna lie. Dijang progress does specifically. Not like mad at it, because I understand to some degree of like you know, stalling some stuff, but it does feel a little bit restrictive. Get there in a second, let's just have a look over here. Is there a core up there somewhere to hit? There is one. So, you know, this is what I love about this game. You know, just having a little walk around and have a look, it just feels satisfying. You know, it feels rewarding. Much more than most gacha games in that regard. There it is, sure. Is that it there? Can we get that from here? Hit it with it.
Light no longer threatens the Endfield of today.
Yeah, it is a little bit like OG Arknights in the Dijang, yeah. Probably more akin to it than anything else in the game, right? Hey, what's the Dijang been made for 6 years? Keep it canon, right?
A rarity in the wildlands. We'll make
Need more stuff inside the Dijang. Yeah, I would definitely like more stuff to like, little fun stuff to do up there, because like, you know what the Dijang does for me? Like, it reminds me, now probably looking back at it, I probably won't feel like that so much, but it reminds me of exploring, or should I say less than exploring, just walking around the Normandy. In a Mass Effect. Now look at it, obviously because the game's getting on a bit, maybe not so much anymore. I don't know, I just like, I feel like I'm bouncing around in the Normandy sometimes. It definitely feels much darker than I remember it now. The same sort of like style, I think, that the Dijiangas.
They provide a sweeping outside view for
oh man, Mass Effect 2. What a
this room is a structural weakness.
What a game.
Transparent material.
The sick.
Such a fucking good game, man. Goated. One of my favourite games of all time. Yeah, production rooms are slow, aren't they? Yeah. You ain't wrong. You ain't wrong. Oh, okay, we got some, okay, we got one there. And then there, I'm going to assume maybe one. No, they're all down there. Okay. Ooh, frame rate was a bit scuffed on that then.
Darling, how did you know I love stuff that shines?
Can we bring it down a little bit? Oh, why is the frame so bad on there? The frames are terrible on it. Actually, considering I wanted to check because I should have made a video on that, right? They acknowledged like the memory leak, didn't they? And the CPU stuff. So I'm curious to see how we're doing on CPU. When is actually shorter than Ardelia. it'll be hard. I think like bringing combat into this game, multiplayer-wise, will be really hard just purely because of the way the combat works. But I definitely do think there's many ways they can do it right. We could definitely have some sort of co-op, like, base stuff, whether it's tower survival stuff or just little activities that we could do on ships and stuff. I don't know. Have they rolled out a patch regarding... I'm only getting 50 degrees at the minute. No, I'm in the menu, but that's fucking low. We need to, I think we need to just go down and down again, yeah. Yeah, just need to go down and down again. Bro, I need to get back on, Arknights. I need to get back on Arknights. We gotta do some gambling. We gotta do some gambling, guys. Wait, can I... Shit, how am I supposed to get that then? Okay, so I need to... bring it down. Okay, it's gotta be... Maybe I need to rotate it from that side then, maybe? And I can get it... Will it be there? If I, rotate it from over there? Oh, I could just get that out. Oh, nearly. Oh shit, I'm flipping it back. How do I get myself back up there now, actually? Is this side... I'm gonna raise, right? How do I get myself up there? Can I get up from that? Can I jump up? Can I make the jump? Is that a jump? It's possible! It's possible, chat. Where's the chest now? Question is, where was the chest? I forgot where it was. Ah, there it is. Back in there, isn't it? Yeah, it's fucking laggy as fucking it. I don't know why the frame rate's so bad on that. Like, it's terrible. It's like 20 FPS, man. The rest of the game's not though, it's just that specifically. It's like weird. Really weird. Turn to the infestation and talk to the crew. Alright, is there nothing else here though? Let's double check. I'm not seeing anything glowing. I missed anything. I get too invested and immersed in just exploring in this game. It's too satisfying. It's too satisfying. It's too good, man. It's too good. I think this is a big thing where I'm fond of this game. Not only do I really like the game, but you know, the exploration, just specifically the exploration, it just scratches the itch perfectly for me.
Warning.
Oh, fucking him into the...
This area is subject to possible attack.
Yeah, I'll do it in a bit. I'll do it in a bit. I'll do it in a bit. It's really bad, like you got my Wi-Fi, like I got your Wi-Fi. Yeah, it's fucking terrible. Everyone's waiting for you to hand out the work orders. Everything is prepped according to your specifications. We've reinforced the base and cleared the site. Now it's time for the final step. You're here. Where are you? By tell us you got injured. We dismantled a few arch units there. A full suite. Let's get things rolling, crew. Dismantled a few arch units? You mean the ones at the old base station? That thing has the worst circuitry ever. 4 arch units would end up in an interlocking mess. No mortal can ever hope to untangle that nest of chaos. Hey, take a look at who's leading the team. It's the Endmin. The legend has seen the most complicated originating machinery there is. Actually, Noffman and Depan pulled it off. Oh, Endmin, you're being too humble. Everyone knows what you did. Actually, young Noffman did most of the heavy lifting while we were working on the repairs. He was... Don't you worry, Brother Japan. The crew knows how hard-working Noffman is. We United workers are a fair and reasonable lot. I wasn't being humble. I mean... Alright. Go and take a break, Master Japan. Enfielders, have dinner with us. We got some hearty fillets and no one's leaving till they're stuffed. Oh, you gotta go through the phone line. Oh, shit. What's your download then? That takes me back to the... You know when you get online? Dial-up. To be fair, I had O2 net back in the day. That was like that. It did the job though, to be fair. Honestly, it did the job. I have to play COD and everything online, man. Raise the outpost prosperity to the current limit. A new alert has been detected by the... Oh, it's the early warning system shit, yeah. Okay. The region Valley 4 has met the criteria for transferring items to other regions. Once an IOC factory is unlocked in a new region, items can be transferred to the Valley 4 depot to that region. The regional transfer scheme can be accessed. Yeah, you can do that in the ship as well, can't you? In the ship. Remember? Can't remember. Okie dokily. We got some work, guys. Should we do some work, shall we? Top it up to the max. We got our piss bottle. Let's do some Amazon delivery driving. Let's do it. Which location is this? Was a different one at the science park? Yeah. So this one. I like this shit. I do. I actually like this stuff. I do. A lot of people shit on the delivery thing. They're like, well, I don't want to be a fucking Amazon delivery driver. And I'm like, yeah, I gotta like it, mate. I don't know. It's fun little busy work. Maybe I would like Death Stranding. It's a new thing with BT. It used to take 3 days to download a game. Now it's only 2 to 3 hours. Fuck, that's a long time now, man. I'd stress out. I've got terrible patience, so. Have I connected that up? Guys, we don't talk about this. We don't talk about it. Chat, we don't talk about this. We don't mention it. We don't speak on it. It doesn't exist. Okay? Actually, that should connect from there, yeah. Yeah. Yo, Chef, what's up? Welcome, we become a DoorDash delivery driver, right? Bit of gig work, man. Everybody needs to earn a little bit extra. I need to connect this up as well. Even the admin, you know? Even the admin. Can't look a gift horse in the mouth. Inflation these days. Need the extra money. Anything I can help you with? So you deliver this personally. The goods are fine. Just never expected you to be a delivery person. We'll see you around soon. Like, I even understand some people where they're like, well, we're the fucking admin. Why are we doing this bullshit? But then I'm like, well, I like it. That's all I can say, I like it. I've got no justification. It's just fun. Nice. Ooh, we got a strawberry crepe. 800 Arsenal tickets as well. And fiber audio. Ooh. Living life. Okay, so we get 5 more at 55. We get 15 more at the completion. How much regiometry do I have currently? 98. Okay.
Am I looking alright from this?
Am I looking alright? We'll We'll, whatchamacallit as well.
How can the enemy turn the
We'll spend our
land
stamina.
into such...
Like I say, we're just doing a little bit of busy work at the minute, man. Spends around doing our busy work. I ain't gonna worry about getting into any major quests or anything because, obviously, we ended up... I thought I fucking cleared my backpack, bro. We ended up yapping for a bit. What's Arknight doing? You're right there. They're gonna fix that, aren't they? That's not in this patch. That's upcoming, right? Not in the next patch, as I say. That's upcoming, isn't it? Or was it... No, is this patch right? Was this patch? Maybe they have fixed some of the CPU issues then. I wonder if they have. I'll be interested to find that out, actually. Does anybody know if the the memory leak's still a thing? Because my CPU temps at the minute are considerably lower than they usually are. I'm currently sitting at 58, 55 to 60 degrees. And the highest it's been is 67. Where the other day, I could see easily get like to 83. Easy. It would usually sit around 70, mid-70s. But it's sitting at less than 60 now. Which is really good. Actually, like really, really good. It's the day when they get the Gilberti banner. Okay. Alright. What little side missions have we got to spam out as well? We'll do our what's it as well. Bit of a sanity minion. I've got loads of missions to do, man. I've got loads to do. Friends of the bots, fix the damaged bot. Alright, let's go fix this bot. Where is it? Let's go get this busy work out of the way. No, I bought the top one. I just bought the premium one. The full one. So yeah, you get more back. You get quite a lot, don't you? Because you get the stuff on the second tier and the stuff on the first tier as well. So like, what I'm probably going to do, I'm just going to pay for the battle pass every month, and depending on the sort of banners and how pulls go and stuff, and how I feel like FOMO'd by banners, the plan is to just keep saving that. Now, if they turn into potential skin currency at some point, because, you know, they start doing skins the same way they did Arknights, buzzing. If not, then I'll just have a bunch of pulls for in the future, like. Yeah, I think the battle pass, is actual insane, insane value, to be fair. It's actually crazy. Hey, how good the battle pass is. Wait, what the fuck? Where's this one? Where am I struggling with this? Okay, I know this, because we can't put it down the bottom, can we? Bro, I swear. You know these? These are like, what's-it? These are like what's-it for, you know, Saint analogies. Like, I am doing massive... Okay, there we go. I'm doing I saw it in the end. I saw it in the end. I saw it. Don't say anything, chat. Don't say anything. These are like... Add analogies and Saint. You know? Listen, man. Listen, guys. You either get slow puzzles or making wild accusations about people. Pick your poison. What do you want? What do you want? You pictures on YouTube? Yeah. So I made a video defending you from Saints. You want to bet Pharos? Yeah, we watched that earlier actually. If that's the one you're on about.
The air is dry.
Dude, I'm telling you, Primary, you guys have got to understand this. Haven't you watched me play Arknights enough to understand the stuff that's super easy I seem to make look harder, and then the stuff that everybody's like, bro, you are not doing this with this squad, and then I do it right. You've got to understand, I've got a stupid brain, okay? Nothing else to say.
I'm on it.
It works in mysterious ways.
Synchronizing timestamps and
I'll drop the video. I'll try and check that out, man. I probably won't. Well, I'm gonna watch it today
This will take a
because.
while. I'll need you to maintain the connection for a bit.
Right, yeah, I'll check that out.
Back then, the Blight
Yeah, Fox is
and
making it
Landbreaker
reasonable.
showed up here.
He's a good lad, man.
If we failed to stop the creeping Blight, it would have blocked our
Yes.
access and support to the other areas.
Tata almost shut down here. Thank goodness you helped out on time. We wouldn't have made it to the
Yeah,
power
Pharos
plant
is.
otherwise.
I've got a lot of respect for Pharos actually. For a young lad to be as mature and as level-headed as he is. Hey, because I know he's only young. When I was his age, I was a fucking idiot.
I know. I'm just.
Game's bad because I don't carry over pics.
right.
True.
The next
True.
step is to connect to the signal tower at the Argent Load Spring. Really appreciate your field work out there. I'm getting data on my end. This plan is working out great. Yvonne, we need to talk to you about a few things when...
It's the closest. It's the closest, yeah. No carry over EOS. End the service field, man. You know? End the service field. Shit. It's the quickest way to go there. Probably just go back right here.
Looks like that guy shut down any chance of negotiations.
Do you reckon I can make that jump? I'm trying. No. I think we can make that, right? That's it now. I'm Dark Souls in. I can make that, right? No. Actually, I don't know. I don't know if we can make it, chat. I don't know if we can make it. I don't know if we can make it, chat. It's worth a try. It's worth a try, chat. It's worth a try. I don't think we can make that. Can we make that? Is that jump actually jumpable? I feel like it is. Once I'm level 34, it's over because I'm making the craziest factory copying a BP from someone. You can jump to the left. I'm old enough, still an idiot. We know. Might be the most unoptimized shit ever. Yeah, man, that's me. That's me. It's my unoptimized shit, though. You know, it's shit, but it's my unoptimized shit. It's my hovel.
Watch your step, people. I'll leave that time to you. Forget about me. Where you running? Please help! They're dying!
From the storms, it came.
Sterilize this area!
I love it. You know, with Pearly Cat. It's she doesn't even use arcs for her ultimate, is it? She literally just asks for debris or a loading thing to just be dropped out of orbit, right? Which is fucking dope.
Ah, you're back. Wonderful.
I mean, locked into 8K's dual channel, Gamba Easy Win cannot get anything from me. Dude, I need to,
It's only been a short while.
I need to get back on Arknights,
need
man.
more R&R?
I'm okay for now. The shockwaves in Angeloy made a
It's
royal
nice to be,
mess of
yeah.
the
I love that
Irish
they just call it down.
We gotta fix the infrastructure and clear the roads for the supply trucks at the very least.
Rebuilding will be a major undertaking.
Thanks to you neutralizing the local blight, we were able to jump right into rebuilding. I've lived here for ages, but I've never seen anyone wipe out the blight like that.
Perlica's a member of the OPA, man, from the Expanse.
Having tech like yours would
Some
make my
fucking
survey and
stealth
star
paint
work
on it, man, and launch it to Earth.
In any case, such advanced tech wouldn't reach mass production anytime soon. I just hope the UWST can strengthen its partnership.
Enemies in that direction, so we move that direction with space junk, right?
Thank you for everything you've done for us.
There's
I
things
gotta
over
run and
there,
check on a
they
few other
need to not be over there.
Feel free and do your thing.
Data retrieval success. Oh, my Talos. You guys
Sorry, I cut you off.
really went through the ringer, didn't you?
The Origin load spring had to deal with massive blight formations.
And
Tata played an instrumental role in helping us reach the power plateau on time.
I gotta start analyzing all this data. Oh, come find me at the lab.
I feel like Belica needs to sandwich your dream. You talking to Belica? She's gone. There's no one there. Belica to learn from Rosmontes. That's the first thing I thought, that is, when I saw her do that. I was like, ooh, that does make me think, man, fucking imagine Rosmontes in this. Like, there's certain characters, it's like Ascalon as well, Rosmontes also, because like, in the game, obviously you see the characters do the stuff in stages, but you know, like, when you see Ascalon doing a thing, everybody's shook of Ascalon, aren't they? So it's like, we need those sorts of characters, I feel, and like, you know, Rosmontes, you know, when she starts using her arts, people are like, they get scared, don't they? I want to see that stuff in action, or doing a 3D environment. Yeah, we've peaked temp boys today at 70C.
There, people.
Seem to be averaging
I'm
around
almost done
mid
here.
50s to mid 60s. Definitely seems like temperatures are lower. I don't know. How's the sitch?
Still analyzing and sorting out the data. Filtering will be done in a bit.
Ascalon in Enfield would, yes,
I used the time to come up with a
bro.
solution to your active
Like,
blight problem. Oh, if only I
Especially if
could pick up
she was like
projects first and worry about
AoE,
approvals
fucking
later.
DOT, slow and stuff, like, woo!
Success! This time, I've added a
Seems someone start to like something's venue. Yeah, exactly. That's why I like sharing games with people sometimes. Because the amount of times I've had viewers start a game and then like come back and they're like, "Oh man, I'm loving this."
So I
It's
skipped
as a gamer, it's nice to see.
steps. You can treat this as a temporary test component.
Fuck man, I ate back and arms today, and every now and again when I'm bringing my arm up, oh man, my forearm and my bicep are spasming. But it's that sort of spasm where it hurts, but at the same time it feels good. Which you can tell really worked it today. Are we directly connecting it to Proto Syncs?
Because I applied a new game-changing idea. The component is directly powered by the protocol Orichnium, while amplification by the Protosync would achieve the desired blight scanning feature. I also optimized the power conduction process and eliminated the overly bloated redundancy. For blight patches about 50 to several hundred square meters, this should totally work. Okay, it isn't capable of dealing with rifts, but the characteristic data sets we collected, the Protosync can now perform some basic functions. Well, I guess I've spoken more than enough. The best validation is through proper hands-on experience. Let's head downstairs. There's a low-power simulation device underneath the research center. We'll need it to perform our test run. Follow me.
Man, check this front gaming chair. You know, Yvonne's just max rotting in that on a regular basis. Yo, my forearm's spasming hard. Holy shit.
This device is special. It simulates blight wavelengths to quickly make globs of blight.
Okay.
Careful now. I did say simulate, but blight blobs is unpredictable. So I kept the simulator here for safety considerations. Never thought I would be activating it today. I've completed all the pre-operational checks. I'll activate the simulator and let you test out the component scanning feature. Let's see if you can locate the blight core with the new component.
Sounds easy and all. Well, is this dangerous? Once you get the blight core, right? See if you can locate the blight core with the new component.
Just stay in the containment zone and you'll be safe. I'm here, so there's no need to be afraid.
Perform a scan to decrypt a mass of active blight and expose its blight cores.
Success. The scan has revealed the blight core.
Ooh, awesome.
Oh, sweet. Okay. Approach active blight to perform a scan to decrypt the blight nearby, expose the blight veins and blight core. Nice, nice. Nice. Little upgrade. Progression. Good.
Test component feature V&V complete. Leave the packaging to me. I'll also refer to your usage logs.
Do you know, not things like this in this game? I do like the feel of sense of progression as well with certain things. It feels very gamey, you know, like gamey, I mean, rather than gacha gamey sometimes. Beautifully done.
I also verified the properties of this blight incident. Neferith was using existing energy pools of the Ether Rift. She can't create new rifts out of nothing, at least for now. Nevertheless, this remains the most severe blight incident in Valley 4 in the last 10 years. If we'd let Neferith have her way, half the entire valley would have been gone.
Neferith remains a threat.
Unfortunately, she slipped through our fingers. Now, we managed to seal the Valley 4 rift mainly because we have plenty of data from our Ether test site. Tata's sealing of the rift is a very, very rare exception. Although the data sets off of valuable references, I'm afraid we can't replicate that rift sealing measure anytime soon. Now I wonder, what emotes would Tata use when it sees the crisis ending in Valley 4?
Yvonne, actually?
Actually, during our last battle...
I know!
Tata
I thought it was sad I did. I did the 07 to Ace and Tata, and people was like, yo, don't compare the two. I'm like, oh, yo, Tata was our boy, man.
I thought as much,
you know?
when I saw the anomalous readings after the rift disappeared. You didn't really think I'd throw a grief tantrum, did you? Is that why you were so measured and hesitant when talking?
No, it's not like that. It's just... you did so much to build Tata. So did Andre and Crow. But we...
Come on, guys. Don't be so hard on yourselves. Tata's sacrifice saved countless lives
hurts
at
too
Valley
much.
4.
Yeah.
As a scientist, I'm
Still
genuinely
though, like
happy
Tata,
about
little
this.
face, man.
And I'm glad
you know?
that it's completed its duty. It's natural for us to miss Tata and feel sad. But what we should do is remember how many lives it saved and make full use of all the data it provided for us.
Now,
And
I've got a
we'll
feeling
do our best to avert
that
the next
we'll
crisis,
see
right?
Tata again. I do. Because, like, Wayne Neferith was talking about, like, the rift and stuff and that, and I don't know. Could you imagine if we had a playable operator in the future that was a bot and it was Tata? That'd be kind of sick. That'd be kind of sick, that would. There'll be no sacrifices next time.
Absolutely. Such panache and confidence. No wonder you're the administrator. All right. We should be done with the data simulation. Now run along and chase down that signal for me. I would be very upset if we had to endure more ether eruptions.
Fiona, can you help Yvonne trace that signal?
Originium Science Park data link request verified. 0 issues. We can now input our directives. The target's current location is the power plateau near the Originium power plant.
Okay, time to start our field test. I need to find out which punk's responsible for that annoying blip on my radar.
That'd be cool. Yeah, I'd love something like that. That'd be cool, man. I walked away so hard, I even walked away from 22 days of the Lunar Storm. I just had enough of the BS. Oh, we were, yeah. I get it. Look, because, like, gacha games, like, I think every gacha game does that to you at some point, right? You have this, like, frustration that kicks in, and then it becomes to a, you know, you're not as into it on the daily basis as you usually are, and then it just seems to hit, and then next thing you know, you're like, shit. I ain't played for a few days, and then a week goes by, and then you're like, you know what? Fuck it, I'm uninstalling this. What's up, okay, Sia?
I thought the signal was next to the power plant.
Sense of betrayal.
You sure you gave us the right coordinates?
Data feedback looks stable. There shouldn't be any problems.
What's that? Did some machine just explode?
No, it's a battle.
What? You gotta go and check it out. I'll be with you in a bit.
Oh. Look how tired I am. I am glad I had a good session at the gym today, though. Good session. Dude, Boxer say no. He's like, yo, Pixel needs to tell me his workout fucking routine, man.
Look like cuts left by a sword.
You know these little things as well? You know, they've got the little mechanics with like the steam vents and stuff. These little things, I love it. Like, it's like old school gaming mechanics. You know, you tend not to get that too often in gacha games. You know, and if you do get mechanics, they tend to be very basic, and they are basic platforming style mechanics. I don't know, I just feel good, man. I think I'm just biased. Jeez!
Endfield, do not forget your promise.
Lycia.
Oh, fuck, she's
you know
fine.
Her? Is she an Enfielder?
She was. Now she's just an old acquaintance.
That
you're
means
just
she's an
somebody that I
ex-Enfielder?
used to
Just
know.
a single
somebody.
glance, and I can definitely tell she's a master with the blade.
Right?
Oh, I
Definitely
really
Tallulah
hope I can
vibes.
spar
Holy
with her.
shit.
Administrator, I just received a report. Are you at the Originium power plant?
Daughter Saria. Yeah, I can see that. The power plant is safe. The first thing I thought of was, holy cow, she's hot.
The power plant is a total mess. Are you alright?
I managed to find safe places for everyone, but these land breakers just won't quit. The fever
Just won't quit.
giant bigger than the gate itself. The patrolling crewmates sounded the alarm when they saw him from afar.
Definitely, yeah, I got the Tallulah vibe. I got the Tallulah vibe out of her.
Someone stopped them. That big fellow also ran for his life.
Ether energy.
Looks more like metal.
Could it be Rodan?
You guys are all mental, man. Mountain come to mind. Oh, no.
Why did the signal disappear? I gotta run back to my lab and analyze this data. See you later, guys. Call me if you need help.
That little girl. Well, I gotta check on the wounded. Thank you for lending us your support, Endmin.
So, Lycia is an ex-Enfielder.
Yes. We once worked as a team. Lycia is pursuing her own hunt.
She regards ether events as tracks left by her prey. She left Endfield and has since operated solo, keeping communication with others to a minimum.
So she just popped out of nowhere because of the ether activity, right? Her hunt sounds like a real hassle.
Why is Lycia so intent on pursuing this hunt?
Because she intends to keep a promise. A promise that you personally made with her.
You weren't pushing yourself in, you ain't feeling it. You'll burn yourself out, are you? I'll remember her name. Need she'll return. I can scratch it, guy, huh? If it's a promise, it means we'll meet again.
Supervisor Perlica, we have an emergency call. Code U3. The 3 major factions of the civilization are calling. They've received news of the Endman's awakening.
Understood. Get Dijong prepped and ready. We'll head back ASAP.
Guess there's no break time for us. No rest for the wicked.
Finally! Valley 4 got really messed up. About time someone called to show their concern.
Endman, let's head back to Dijong. Don't worry. This is just part of the procedure. And this time, I'll be standing right by your side.
What up, peeps? What up, peeps? What up? What up? Ooh, nice. You know this stuff, yeah? This, I love this. See the little platformy stuff, right? But I'm here for it, man. I'm here for it. Alright, yo, guys, on that note, though, it's 4:15. I'm going to wrap up because I've got to go and get Rosie from work. So, thank you for hanging out. I appreciate it today. Sorry the stream was derailed for so long initially at the start, but again, as I've said, it's not something I want to be talking about all the time. I think it was worth talking about because I think we need to make the space better, and I think it's worth talking about, right? And hopefully all people involved can learn from it and we can start to move forward and maybe like have a better space to exist in, because I think it would be better for the entire space, man, especially on the end side of things. As I say, we'll see what happens over the next couple of days, and then we'll go from there, right? We'll go from there, because I'm sure there's going to be a lot of accusations, you know, inferences towards other people and stuff, and we'll just have to see what happens, and we'll talk about it as we go.
It's a
but yeah,
habit
guys,
I got from traveling solo. Did you like it?
I will see you all
Another one just for you.
tomorrow. I don't think I'll be live tonight. I'm probably going to play a little bit off stream, if I'm honest. But yeah, guys, enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you very much for sticking by in the stream and chilling out. And yeah, man, catch you all a little bit later, yeah. Get off.